everyone, welcome to episode 66 of the EunityGaming Podcast. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And you missed the date.
Kumar.
And I'm Kumar.
Yeah, it is May 22nd.
2013.
And we are not 13. We are four
Riccio
people.
kind of is
we are
13.
four people.
Coors Light just
we
appeared
are-
on my... I didn't click on a web page,
We are four people by people. By
Coors
people.
Light just randomly appeared on my screen, so now I have to go
Computer's trying
drink
to tell you something, yeah.
alcohol.
Anyway. What's going on, everybody?
The Xbox
Whole lot
One
of
uses the
nothing.
same color scheme as our channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
Copycats.
we should sue them.
we should not.
Flat green. That's what this is. Down here.
What? Ooh, no, there's a gradient.
It gradiates over there.
The gradism is over here. There's a lot of video stuff going on
Great.
right now.
We are primarily a video podcast.
I
Bro.
don't say bro. No.
Bro.
So what have you guys been playing this week? Let's start off
Super
really quick.
stoked to see you here, bro.
Bro.
What have you guys been playing
Wants
this
to
week?
start?
Somebody just start.
I don't know.
Kumar, I believe in
I've
you.
been playing.
Bat.
Finally started playing Uncharted: Golden Abyss.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm super late to this train here, but it was
actually,
actually
you're
described
second.
perfectly by Dan. I think it was either during the last cast or the cast before, but it does really just play like a less polished Uncharted. It's good in its own right, and it's still entertaining, and I guess serves its purpose. But yeah, I mean it doesn't live up to I think what it could have been because everyone's expectations are what the PS3 versions have been. So, anyways, it's all right. I mean, it's been fun. I also bought Guacamelee finally.
Well, but
So-
before you leave the Uncharted thing, which subtitle would you give it? Golden or abysmal?
It's neither.
That's why it's both. The Golden Abyss.
All right,
I
goes
was-
middle
I was
ground.
just gonna
Perfect.
say that
It's
they
an
named this
abyss,
thing
but it's
perfectly.
golden.
It's a nice abyss. You're just kind of falling like, yeah, all right, I can deal with this.
The story is kind of just like it's been presented everywhere else, like in Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. It's following the same sort of suit, so it's still enjoyable.
It's really weird because it is an Uncharted prequel, and I feel like the more you get into the Uncharted series from 1 to 3, they become more polished and more like a third-person shooter rather than like the kind of adventure games they were going for. And especially since Uncharted 1 had some of the like 6-axis stuff in it, and Uncharted 2 just dropped that stuff. Uncharted Golden Abyss is a prequel to Uncharted 1 and feels like way less polished than Uncharted 1 and has more weird gimmicky motion controls in it. So to make a proper Uncharted prequel, they did right.
they just made a janky game with some weird motion controls, so it's perfect.
I actually played a little bit on the weekend as well, and I just want to say, like you were saying, like it looks kind of janky, and sometimes like when you look at Nathan Drake in that, he kind of looks okay. Like his face is cool. Then I only played the start of the game. There's another dude that he's like following around. His face also looks pretty decent.
You're talking about Dante.
Dante, yes. And then you meet like this chick character, and I don't know what the hell happened to the textures on her face, but they are not there. And the cheeks,
Her name is Chase.
Chase, yeah. Well, somebody
She's
chased the
chasing.
textures away.
Chase is her last name, isn't it? What's her first name?
Gloria.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't even remember.
It doesn't matter. Drake calls her Chase. So
She's
Yeah.
chasing a better
So-
face.
Yeah. After you see that, you're gonna need a chaser. I don't know, but no, it's just not chase her down like have a drink chaser.
Just like,
And you,
it looks like
You
somebody.
made it sound so much worse than it actually is.
Just you see her face and you just
chaser.
want to just hit her.
no, but
Terrible.
it looked really weird, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I guess they didn't.
Your face is ugly.
My first instinct was just like, well, she's probably gonna die off really quick if they didn't put that much effort into her face. But I don't know
she's in
what
the game for most of it.
All right, cool. Then that's horrible.
Somebody who was making the texture on that just got lazy.
She has good layered hair though,
Yeah, her hair looks
and it
real
does
good.
shift pretty nice. But I don't know, like that effort went in there, but
That's
the face
what-
didn't.
That's why her face. Yeah, that's why her face doesn't look too good because they
Alright.
spent so much time on her hair.
All right, we have a budget of
I
5,000.
actually don't think any of the faces look that good.
They didn't look that you could. They had good silhouettes or shapes and good like features, but hers just like y'all got bubbly ass cheeks, bubbly ass, comma cheeks, not ass cheeks. I just want making sure that there's a.
She has a very
explanation there.
bubbly butt, but her facial
No, I don't-
textures is a little weird.
Actually, I don't know about the derriere type setup mixed up down. Any,
They
whatever.
always make comments about each other's butts in Uncharted.
Did they?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a butt.
No,
Pretty
like
sure they did
when
that.
they're going up ladders and stuff. Hey, Sully, you got a great ass. Straight up a line.
Marco Polo. Hey, you got a great butt. He's like, what the hell?
Uncharted 2 summed up right there.
Kitty got wet. No. But I don't know. Yeah, I found it a little weird too. So what else did you say you played this
People
week?
say like, enjoying the view and stuff like that. Yeah. Just lots of butt humor in Uncharted.
There's a lot of ass humor in that game.
I finally got Guacamelee.
Yeah.
So,
Does that have butt humor in it?
yes, actually,
Oh,
a little bit.
A
A little bit.
Just from
But
that first.
I'm
that
about an
first
hour
character, yeah.
and probably about an hour and a half or 2 hours in or something.
Okay.
And so it's been interesting today. Like I didn't really get to check it out last time when when Dan first got it. I didn't really check it out much, but I think I mentioned at the time that I'd spent like 40 minutes at Future Shop or something,
Messing around
just fiddling around with the demo or fiddling
Yeah,
around.
that
with
game
the
only like just came out, but I remember seeing it like a few months ago on demo Vitas.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
all over this place.
Well, let me.
And I was like, what is this game? I want it. It looks so good. And it only just came out. So.
well, let me ask you this, Kumar. Have you been playing on the 360, on the PS3 or the Vita?
No, I've been playing on the Vita.
On the Vita, okay.
He's about said 360 there.
I did.
That's a
Okay.
good portable game because it's like constant autosave stuff.
Yeah.
You can
You
stop
don't even
at
see
any
it,
point.
or actually, I think you just run by those little
The shops, yeah.
things there, yeah, and then they just save for you. But even if you don't, like, say you're playing through for 5-10 minutes or whatever, and you don't hit one of them, it's not like you're gonna be set back so far that you will have lost a bunch of progress.
The combat does get a little tough the further you get in there, as well as some of the like platforming stuff.
I actually wanted to
Well,
say
I can
that
imagine.
I went back to it this week as well for like maybe it lasted about 10 minutes. I was like, you know what? I never finished it. I had a lot of fun. I played it when I was sick. Let's see how much better it's going to be now that I'm
Did
like
you do
fully
like the cross
capable.
save thing to your Vita?
Yeah,
and
so
do
I
that?
I started up on my Vita, played about 5 minutes, died, restarted that checkpoint, tried to do that again, died. I was like, I don't understand. I'm right next to a fight that I had to like swap things and use certain combos to break shields, and there's like 5 dudes. I'm like, I can't hit. I'm fucking done with this game. So sadly, because of I guess either how far I got and how much it's demanding of me and how I don't remember shit about the game, I stopped at like the worst possible moment. And it's a checkpoint that takes a while to kind of get to another one.
That game is really not that long.
I know.
You said it was about 5 hours or so, right, Dan?
I 100%ed completed everything in the game at, I think, 7 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not bad.
Jeez. Okay.
So far, yeah, the combat's been pissing me off enough that I can't progress past to another checkpoint.
Is this going to be one of those weird things where you stop and it's like actually only like 15 minutes before the end of the game?
I might have. I don't know.
Another one of those experiences where it's like you pull a Dan and stop in front of the final boss.
I should probably pull you aside, Dan, at some point after this podcast and be like, what happens once you do this thing? Am I at the end? And you'll be like, yeah, you're totally right there. I'll be like, well, fuck this.
It is very telegraphed when you go to the end of that game.
Okay, I'm
It
not
is the
that-
last thing that fills in on the map. It is like, hey, you're gonna go fight the final dude. Like they're,
Oh, it's a dude? No, okay, no. I'm just messing.
you know from the beginning
Yeah,
of the
I know.
game who the final boss is. It's not that hard to figure out.
But
Also, the bosses in that game are incredibly difficult, but they are bosses. They have patterns, and it's really satisfying to like figure out how you have to fight each boss.
yeah.
And then break their face.
Yeah,
Really
I think there's 4 bosses in that game. There's the girl is first.
Yeah.
Then there's Flameface. Then Javier.
That's who I'm going to go fight now.
That boss is
He's the
I'll
one
never
who used
know.
to be human,
Tough.
right? He's the
I'll never
Jaguar guy,
know.
I think.
the Jaguar guy. That's the boss where I stopped, went back and 100%ed everything behind me to get up my health and stuff,
And then went back to
went
fight
back
him.
and fought him again. Yeah.
I'll never know.
Honestly, if you'd got to that boss, you would have fucking quit the game.
What I might do is actually continue it on the PS3 where I started it, because maybe I think there was just something weird about trying to do it on the Vita, and I don't know.
Well, I feel like it controls better with the analog stick on the Vita, but the
Really?
D-pad on the PS3.
I
I don't know
think,
what it is about that.
I think I actually used the D-pad on the PS3.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
but that game was a very satisfying 7 hours. I'm only missing 2 trophies, one to do all the special attacks without touching the ground, which is tough because you have to do it on an enemy. That's no
Okay.
fun. And
It's the green one, right, Dan?
complete
Sorry?
on hard mode. What's that?
It's the like green power up, I think.
Well, the green one makes you hit the ground.
yeah.
That's the
Okay.
ground slam.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you have to do all other 5 before you do
Yeah.
that one.
You,
On
you
an
said that
enemy.
was the only one you were missing, right? Sorry.
Oh,
I,
and hard mode. Complete on
Okay.
hard, yeah. That I don't know if I'm ever going to platinum that game just because of that. Like I could eventually slog through hard mode, but it's kind of depressing that it's really hard to get all 6 special attacks in midair. Well, because 2 of them are wall related.
Oh, really?
I'm sure there's a particular enemy that you just have to do it on.
Well, I've looked up like where people are like, this is a good place to do it, and I just haven't been able to pull it off. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
My brain goes to weird places with the conversation of slogging through hard mode. Anyways, anything else you guys been playing this week? Other than-
Game is hella fun.
I've been playing Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PlayStation Vita.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That game's good. It's a good racing game. Good, solid Need for Speed game on Vita.
Having played it on PC and seen what it looks like upside down across the table, it seems like it's pretty much the same game.
It's the same game. The textures aren't perfect, but it's good. It's a solid 60 frames a second.
Is there
Oh,
multiplayer
really?
on
It's
that?
full 60 on
Yep.
a portable device?
Everything on the Vita is like 60 frames.
Oh, wow. I thought they were all capped at 30.
No.
Except for Uncharted, go a little bit.
And Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. What are you laughing at, Riccio?
Somebody in the chat is just like, I think the guy on your right is dead. But just because Devin looks like over his mic, so he has like one of those downwards look towards the camera or towards whatever. It looked like he was dead. I'm sorry. It just made me laugh because when I looked over,
You're a dickhead.
everyone just rewind a little bit. Go check it out. Sorry, what were you guys talking about? I totally messed it up. 60 frames a second on a Vita.
Except for Uncharted, which is maybe about 30.
And Uncharted is the one that eats the battery the most.
Yep.
Which is weird.
And
Yeah. Gobbles battery.
the new Ratchet and Clank game that just came out, which maybe runs at 15.
Oh, it's just that ass.
Jeez.
I wanted to mention something.
I'm sure it'll be fixed in patch because
Not-
they're still supporting that game with like free maps and stuff.
Oh, really?
But it just came out on Vita, so I'm willing to forgive it a little bit. But I also got Deadlocked HD for free, so that's cool.
I just wanted to explain. You know how in the Vita, you're saying like Uncharted, whatever, for a second. I know it has nothing to do with that, but you know how I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but I know I talked to you guys at some point how the Vita has an OLED screen,
Yeah.
and when there's a dark screen, you see those black dots and it pops in the background. If you pay attention to when your game that you're playing on your Vita came out, if there's a loading screen that uses an entirely black background, I'm sorry, I just got a hiccup there. It's weird. On older games like Uncharted, which has like a weird spinning, rolling loading screen, it has a black background. You can clearly see all that stuff going on, like all the weird kind of popped OLED screen shit. Anything else that's came out since then, like if you look at Soul Sacrifice has some black loading screens. They put like a picture, or instead of it just being like darkness, it's like a picture of blackness, so that it's using those pixels, but it's not just lighting them up. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like they made it so you can't actually notice those if you play those in the darkness. I know it's a really weird explanation. You'd have to just load it up and
played
look at it.
my Vita enough that those are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
that. They do disappear over time.
Yeah, I've noticed mine kind of have dissipated a little bit,
But I think you're right. I think that is some sort
But,
of conscious
yeah.
developer decision. So that
'Cause I
people
noticed that,
stop
I was like, wait a
freaking out about
second.
their screens. Yeah.
Exactly. So I noticed that. I was like, oh shit. And then I was playing. Well, anyways, I'll get to it later. I was playing something that made it really noticeable, even
Just
in.
talk about what you were playing now.
Yeah, what were you
I thought you still had something else. Oh no, did you play Deadlocked HD or?
I downloaded it. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
It's out in North America, but nowhere else.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
So I'll try it eventually. Probably after it comes out everywhere else.
Why's it gotta be black?
What?
It's the reason somebody asked in the chat, why has it got to be black? It's just because when it's darkness, it's because you can clearly see the lighting up behind the OLED screen. And whatever. Anyways,
If a black screen is backlit on an OLED screen, you can see like weird bubbles and
broken.
What looks like death.
Yeah.
Why's it
It
gotta
looks
be
like,
black?
oh god, I broke everything. But anyway, so during the weekend, I had to go to a trip to America. 5 minutes into America. In fact, we crossed the border, turned left, turned another left, and then we stopped at a camping site.
you should probably get a PO box near there.
Yeah, you really should do that.
So would you say it was like an hour and a half to get there?
It's 15 minutes from here. It was 50 minutes. Sorry.
Hold on.
It was
You said 50 or 15?
50.
50. I was like
50.
What? We're at 15 minutes from the fucking States?
It's 50 minutes to the border. Okay.
Okay.
And then So well, you guys can do some math. It took 50 minutes from the border to my place, but it took us an hour and 50 minutes to get here. How long did the border take?
An hour.
Yeah. Did you get a cavity search? Your
No.
free cavity search with crossing the border?
No, it's because it was a long weekend, so there was so many people coming back. But anyways,
You should get a PO box just across the border there somewhere, and get stuff you want to
POs.
order from the U.S. shipped there.
oh, that's
Most things don't ship to PO boxes anymore.
they'll get there, be like, I don't know how to fit a TV in this little box. What's the fucking
All right, I own this TV now.
rain damage. But anyway, so I had to go on a trip.
I'm not saying get a PO box at a fucking
No.
campsite. I'm saying find a reasonable post office.
No, I know. I was just, for some reason when you
I
say
knew,
PO box, I imagine those ones in like neighborhoods, just those boxes with those shitty little key things. Like I
I just pictured a box beside a tent with like a number written on it. Yeah, this is my PO box.
one lower than that, just a box with an angry face. It's a pissed off box. You're just like, I don't even. How do you order things to this?
Riccio,
Why
there's
is it
a
so
there's
angry?
like a little UPS place that specializes in ordering cross border.
Okay.
And so I've ordered there several times, and they work with Canadians like you wouldn't believe. So they kind of like us because we give them a lot of cash.
Okay.
But it's worthwhile to check them out. Did you go right into Ogdensburg or?
Yep.
I can't remember what you had said. Okay, yeah. So it's right there. It's really really close.
Wow.
Kumar's guy is, to clarify, this is actually some dude with a van, so don't trust him.
Creepy.
What a loser.
So
Hey,
I
you
want
want to buy a TV?
I know I was just about to.
Anything to declare? Yeah, that dude with a van just on the other side of the border. I'm gonna go buy some stuff from him and come back.
He's got a van, so I know it's legit.
So can I explain something about the trip really quick? It has nothing to do with games. I'm gonna explain why this has to do
Well, it has to do with
before.
purchasing things out of vans.
No,
Yeah.
we crossed the border. So we crossed the border into Ogdensburg.
Did they take your Vita?
No. But check this out. So we turn the left. We turn a left. We it's farther than I make it sound. It's not just like
I
they
just
left.
pictured you like crossing
But-
like legitimately through the border and taking a left, and the
No.
campsite is at the border.
No, hold on. So give me a second. We turn left. Not 10 seconds on this road. It's like Ogdensburg Correctional Facility. We're like, oh, that's fucking crazy. That's like right there. Okay. And then 10 seconds down that road, Ogdensburg, what the fuck? It was not correctional facility. It was the psychiatric something. And we're just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I guess it's like a prison town or something. But
That's wonderful. You
was
should
terrifying.
totally get a
And
PO
then-
box there with
yeah,
that van.
it's perfect. But no, anyways, I found that funny.
Did you have a sign that said hitchhikers might be escaped convicts?
No, but well, I don't know, man. I didn't check. I was afraid. It was my first time actually entering the U.S.
Seriously?
Not just
Really?
staying in an airport. And I saw
serious?
and I saw a correctional facility and a fucking
And
psychiatric ward.
I thought I never traveled. Wow.
You
Well, I've been
You live
past.
sheltered.
I've been past the
I
U.S.
have never been up in the air.
Really? I've been up in there a few
I've never
times.
been in.
Dan,
an
you've
airplane.
never been on a plane.
Even as a child,
Never.
like tossed up by your dad. or
This
something?
blows
Just like-
my mind. Okay, Dan, we're gonna
Just
take
take
you
a
on a
flight
plane.
somewhere. We're just gonna
No,
go.
we're gonna have a
Let's
we're
go
gonna
to
have a Unity
Toronto.
cast where we take you on a plane.
Go to
The plane doesn't even hit max altitude, and you go to Toronto.
No, it's like legitimately it goes up and then comes down. Welcome to Toronto.
We're about to hit cruising. We're going down now. And we're going down now. Don't panic. We're just gonna arrive somewhere between Toronto and Ottawa.
Watch the like first time Dan gets on a plane, it crashes or something crazy.
Well,
like
don't say that. He's never gonna fly now.
That's so terrible.
You get to watch cool movies. Like I remember Devin being like, "Oh man, In Time's a super swell movie." I get on a plane like a month later. Fucking In Time's on the plane. We'll
Yeah, that
just
was
watch
a
In
sick
Time.
movie. That was a
I
good
kind of
movie.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, you would. I know you.
I
enjoyed it.
love paying $5 for headphones that didn't have a right ear. Although I don't know what happened. It was
Why
just
didn't
weird.
you bring your own headphones?
I tried to, but they had like a weird plug. I was sad.
Yeah, you go to like the source and get the adapter. It's like
Why was
50
it?
cents.
That's my second time on a plane, and I was like, I want
Seriously?
to enjoy some goddamn good movies.
You
and
have
that's a
only
headphone.
flown twice.
Yeah.
My
One
God.
to Mexico and one to El Salvador.
There's someone that has flown less than him here. You can't talk shit to
Well,
him.
see,
fucking super flyer. Jeez,
See,
Kumar,
Dan-
have you flown a lot?
Dan, I understand why you don't
Yeah,
like
I've been on a
planes.
plane probably every. 4
Why
or
is it
5
because I'm
months.
heavy, Devin?
Whoa, wait,
is that
hold on.
why?
Whoa, every 4 what? Out? Did you say hours?
You have to get two.
Every 4. Yes, Riccio. I jump on a plane every 4 or
have
5
to-
hours.
You have to fit your ass in one of those carry-on luggage things to see if you can get one seat
All
or
right,
two.
let's fucking go.
Oh, I missed an
You-
entire conversation about stuff behind me here.
You fucking started it, Dan. Bastard.
But anyways, to get back to my story,
Fuck planes.
I
Crosstalk.
okay, I don't want to fuck planes. Anyway, I had to go to that place, and that required me to go visit family, and I didn't have my PC there, and didn't have my console, so I brought my Vita, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy some super sweet Vita games
Hey,
that I
a
got
portable
finish.
console.
Yeah.
I should sure get one of these for my car.
I can play this game.
My car likes portable consoles
I
too.
could play like Gravity Rush. I was excited to play. I was gonna play some more Metal Gear Solid maybe. I was
any
gonna play Luminous. I was super excited. I'm like, I'm gonna have a reason. I can play some Hot Shots Golf. What did I play the entire fucking weekend? I played some Resident Evil for the PS1 on it.
Wonderful.
It's
How was the
fantastic.
experience?
Very good. Actually stretches out real nice. Sounds really bad. But that game has a lot of dark things, and then whenever that screen is dark on the PS1 games, there's like my OLED blotches everywhere. I'm like, this looks like garbage. Really enjoyed it. I actually had a lot of fun playing PS1. So
Just keep playing your Vita, and those OLED things will go away.
playing a PS1 game fucking does not drain that battery at all.
No, I know. I played through the entire first half of Symphony of the Night on less than a full charge.
It's pretty fantastic.
Wow.
Also realize how bad I am at Resident Evil now that I've played the new ones. You kind of go through the hallways, you start shooting people, you kill every zombie, then you're just like, I shouldn't have wasted all those bullets. I know the zombies don't come back, but I have no ammo now. Got used to just dodging all the zombies. It's pretty intense. Never actually played Resident Evil 1. My dad beat all of them, and I just watched them play it. 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. There's another one.
Did he make you watch him beat it because you
No.
weren't allowed to play it?
No, I was afraid. I
gonna
was
be like
like, you
some-
play them, I'm gonna fucking watch.
This is like some Clockwork Orange
This-
stuff.
no,
where
this
your
is back-
eyes are held open.
No, it's back when the Dreamcast came out. He loved playing that shit, so it was awesome because I wouldn't have had the patience or the not afraidness to play it. So, yeah,
Patience or not afraidness.
not afraidness to play this.
I just want to point out that I think Sarge just said the greatest statement about
Yeah,
about the new Xbox.
I heard that. This
Repost.
They
Yeah,
took
repost.
359 steps backwards.
Yep.
yeah.
It's a wonderful game. System.
What have you been playing, Devin?
I've been
Fucking
playing.
ain't shit Devin plays. Okay.
All right, actually,
News.
What did I play?
You're bitter. You are a bitter man. It's not my fault you've never been on a plane before.
Or is it?
Actually, yeah,
Dun,
I put you
dun,
on a no-fly list.
I've never tried to fly though, so how would I know that?
Well, now you are on a no-fly list. Surprise.
So what have you been playing, Devin?
Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Good game.
Oh man, I clocked like 25 hours into it.
Wow.
What did
Like, it's I don't know. It's really hard to explain because you have to adjust sliders to kind of determine what you want to focus on in your game, and it changes varying on what kind of game you're trying to design.
Hey Devin, do you want AI? Do you want level design, or do you want dialogue?
Exactly. And then there's sliding bars that allows me to choose. Have you played any of it, Riccio, besides what we kind of...
Yeah, I played a little bit more of it. I realized the trick to it
What?
because when
put all the sliders to max?
no, you
Oh,
can't
it's tough.
because it'll balance it if you put them all to max and they're all like it's 1/3 everything. But
Yeah.
you can like I don't know why the hell I'm fucking
I'm-
anyway.
Can't-
I always
can't you get more
diddle
budget
things in my
to
hands while we're doing these podcasts.
Develop a dog that people will like?
No, but what I don't know if Devin if you've realized this yet, but for example, whenever
But you will love the dog.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't
We
understand.
don't know about that yet. That's
Yeah.
later
What do you
in
mean
the
we
pod-
don't know about
That's
that
later
yet?
in the podcast. No.
Talk about shit
Anyway,
whenever. It's
so
our
if-
podcast.
In that game, whenever
It's just bitter again.
but Devin, in that game, whenever it goes like, "Hey, Nintendo is
Oh,
putting
yeah,
out
yeah,
the
yeah.
tests,"
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're just like, "Oh, well, what was good on the tests on the NES? It was let's say Final Fantasy. So let's get a fantasy game and like RPG fantasy,
Yeah.
2D. Let's add a shit ton of story. You just like fucking copy games that came out and were bestsellers. You fucking make millions. And
Pretty
it's
much.
insane.
Well, here's the funny thing is
wish
I'm
you
on
could
my
do it.
like third section right now, and I've pretty much become Valve.
Oh god.
And like every game that I release a game like once every 4 years and just sink all my money into like research development.
Well, if that were true, then we'd have fucking Half-Life 3 by now.
But, like-
4 years, Valve.
every time I release a game, it sells nothing less than like 500 it's like 50 million copies.
Yeah.
It's obscene. So
we have now found out that Devon time is just double.
Perfect.
Because it's a standard 2-year development cycle. He says he takes 4 years. That's Devon time.
yeah,
you-
Devon
have you-
time is like dog years.
Devin, have you put out a third of any game?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, no third games. There will be no
Dev Life 3 confirmed.
It's phenomenal.
It's good on so many levels. My joke.
It's a really, really good game. I really like.
He just makes at the end. He just makes a game called Game the Dev Tycoon.
You can like research all this crazy shit.
The Dev.
Yes, I get it.
Dev. Okay.
Yeah.
I made a similar joke.
Dan's was
couple
better.
seconds
You
ago.
And then I
amazing.
built on it because yours was the original. Then I made the game version, and then I fucking had to.
What do you?
What I just said. Is there a joke? Is there a joke story game where you just?
Settle down, ninja fishing.
What kind of joke do I really want to make here? I want to make it have good dialogue, level design. Okay, backing up for a second. Did you know there's a $1 80 Microsoft point indie game on the 360 where it's just stand-up comedy? You plug your mic in,
Oh, yeah.
your avatar goes up to the top, and you have to make jokes. People have to applause or boo you off stage.
Yeah, you just talking to the Xbox mic? Yeah.
Seriously?
We should play that. I think that's
That sounds
fucking.
like such a terrible idea.
I know.
I feel like we would get. Really
I feel like I
angry.
hear about things way sooner than you just by watching Giant Palm random
Well,
stuff.
I saw it. Mike B, aka Phony, YouTube dude, was like making it. I don't remember when the hell he was doing it. It's like some series called.
I saw that Giant Bomb thing like 2 months ago.
Oh no, this was a while back. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah?
I don't know. Let's fight this. Let's fight. I don't actually know when it came
gonna
out.
go
I know.
look
I
that
know it
shit
was.
up.
I know it was a long time. What? You say fucking
I said I'm not gonna go look that shit up.
whatever Devin said about the. I don't know. I heard suitcase. I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about. I was trying to reflame
I know.
a fight between us or something. I don't know if this actually.
Dan
no, you can
said
see my
something
fist.
about weight, and then he got
Oh,
really
Devin built on that.
defensive,
is-
and he started, crying and eating a hamburger, and shit just escalated really quickly, and Riccio, lost a leg.
What?
Jeez.
Just,
Yeah, you can't walk anymore.
Yeah,
Is that what happened? No.
it's just
Shit got dark real
I got
fast.
shit
I
got
was really
real
into
dark.
Resident Evil. I lost a leg. I thought it was just zombies. Dan ate it apparently. I don't know if that's what he was. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway,
Dan ate it.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Devin, did you play anything else? 'Cause I totally forgot about some other stuff.
I played Rius, which is that game on Steam.
Hasn't that name been
Sorry, what is it?
reused
Rius?
before?
Rius.
Reuse?
Rius.
Reyes? Would you
Reyes?
say it like Deus?
Rius.
Deus Ex?
Reyes?
Deus Ex
Reyes.
Reus?
Machina.
Reyes?
Res.
Reus.
Rus.
Reyes?
Rius.
Rus?
Reyes.
Rus.
Rius?
Rice.
Deus.
Rus?
Reyes.
Reyes?
Reisky.
Ah.
That was by far the dumbest thing we've done.
So, what is this game, Devin?
Um,
Price point.
$3 I bought for.
$8.99 on Steam.
Yes.
On sale?
Yes, from $9.99.
Yes.
Perfect. What type of games did Devin go?
World creation sim. That's the way I describe it.
God game.
Literally
game.
was going to give you 10 seconds. You totally did it in under 10. That was good.
Yeah. You play as giants and you kind of like form the world, but there's all these crazy symbiosis mechanics where if you put chickens beside blueberries, you get more chickens.
Because they ate the blueberries.
Invaluable
And-
information.
but the thing is, you can control everything but humans, and they randomly will spawn.
Yeah,
and like
humans do what they please.
yeah, they do whatever the fuck they want. But
Okay.
like they'll have profits, so you can randomly like pick up random humans and put them on the giants, and they ride the giants around. It's really weird.
And that's how you upgrade the giants.
Exactly.
Humans like riding the giants, huh? Okay. You guys can keep talking.
So
So
then
Dan-
there's 4 different giants, right?
Correct.
There's like a swamp one.
There's a swamp one,
there's a
one.
forest one who has a weird face.
There's the
I've
ocean
seen.
one, and then
Who's a
there's
crab? The ocean one's
the
a crab.
ocean one is my favorite
And
because
what's the last one?
mountain.
Mountain.
So like you have to move these giants around the area. Start off with a barren kind of planet with.
A bear planet?
Baron.
Oh, fuck. I got so excited.
You start off with a barren planet, and you kind of move the giants.
A barren planet?
a bear planet.
Okay.
Start off with a bear planet.
there's
You
a
move
bear
the
per
giants
planet?
around, and they kind of use abilities to make oceans and deserts and kill people. I accidentally made a mountain on top of a village and killed everyone that I was trying to
A village of
protect.
bears?
Jeez.
It was real
Zombie
bad.
White was killing everybody.
I didn't actually mean to.
Draw straws.
Yeah, draw straws. But what it is like you have this little icon that kind of moves around the map that determines the size of how many tiles something's created in.
Okay.
And if you're not careful, like you have to. I thought like maybe it would just be the center of that little highlighted section where the mountain would be created, but it actually covers that whole highlighted section. So I ended up putting the edge of it in a village, and it like destroyed the village, and everybody died, and I lost the level. surprise. It's a good game though. I like it. I definitely recommend it if you're looking to play something, a God game. It's a neat take on it.
No, what I'm curious about is the way you explained it. Is it like a short kind of game that you just keep restarting, or is this something that you can spend like hours and hours and hours just like making your planet?
I haven't gotten too deep into it.
Okay.
From what
Is it like a fail state? I mean, or is there?
There definitely is a fail state. You can easily kind of screw up your planet, and everything can
Too
be
many bears?
You can fix everything because you can always keep like terraforming using the giants.
Okay.
But there's definitely like an optimal way to play it.
The giants have cooldown and stuff
Yeah.
and all their abilities too, right?
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, there are different challenges that you work towards every.
Correct. You
game
kind of
that
want
you
to
play.
You kind of want to help the humans become the best that they can be, because they will randomly make like silos and smelters and stuff like that. So you kind of have to place materials within their borders.
So
to
you can
help
then
them.
build a mountain over it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, after playing the game.
Mountain giant, why
imagine-
have you forsaken us?
Well, they put their arms up and run around when the mountain was coming up, and I felt really bad for like destroying their village.
Did you think the mountain would like raise the village to the top of the mountain?
Well, I
Okay,
thought like the village would like spawn, like move on to the side, and it would be a mountain village. But instead, they're just like I destroyed their livelihood and killed their chickens. They were really pissed about that. Don't fuck with their chickens. Don't do it.
You make it. Wouldn't livelihood be like their
livelihood.
children, but they were more angry about the chickens? It's like, man, my children got smashed up against the roof of my fucking
They
house.
could not be angry because they had all been wiped out
Yeah,
by this natural disaster.
it's kind of
So wait, where'd the bears come in again?
planet is.
There's no bears.
Actually, you can spawn bears.
Done.
As well as I found that in the desert you can spawn kangaroo rats, and then they eat the kangaroo rats as a food source.
As a human.
As a human, it's real weird. There's some pretty complex mechanics in that game that I have yet to fully grasp because I was watching Lie to Me at the same time I was playing that game. So
Lie to
Cool.
Me is an alright show.
yeah, it's not bad.
What is that? A micro emotion? I hit my cheek on the microphone.
It's not bad. I like it.
I just want to give a
We're
quick.
all giving off micro emotions right now. It's all that's not. They're
I want
subconscious. That's the whole point.
to give a quick shout out to Zyler Kadim,
Seek the truth. It's written all over your face.
Zyler from the YouTube channel People of Awesomeness.
I want to actually give a couple of shout outs to some people.
Well, just while you were talking about reuse, thanks for gifting it to us. We will see a gyro of it soon.
Yes.
Which maybe you and Devin should do.
Boom, done.
All right. Sweet.
'Cause he's played the game. You have not.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Show me the way.
And you guys are
To make
doing stuff
bears.
tomorrow. So
No.
Yeah, no, I am. I can
Oh,
come
yeah?
over. Yeah, yeah.
We have a special Let's Play plan, maybe.
Yeah, we do. What were we doing again?
It's a surprise.
it's the espionage.
Don't.
Yes, I remember
All right.
now. That game I don't want to play.
Anyway,
Um,
perfect. So, who are you gonna thank for? Was it Total War Shogun 2?
Yeah,
being a
it
bro?
was Mass Wolf 22. He donated me Total War Shogun 2, as well as another guy called That Guy Who Watches the Stream. That was his tag on the Steam thing.
Oh really?
Bad
gave-
guy.
That guy who watches the stream.
Oh, that guy. I thought you said bad guy.
No, that guy who watches the stream.
Evil supervillain who watches the stream.
He donated me a copy of Arma, the original one, the Game of the Year edition.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked
That's
about that. It's gonna be really good. I'm really looking forward to actually playing that. And I have Total War downloaded. And
Have you played it yet?
No, I haven't. I feel so guilty for not playing it because I wanted to play it before this game, but I ended up getting real busy with work. So, yeah. Crazy thing.
Reyes seems really simple to control and like kind of zen.
Oh, it is like
so
it
you
is
don't really need to.
No, it's
Yeah.
not something you have to crazy like it's you don't really have to be on top of the mechanics. You can kind of let the like I walked away for for half an hour and made supper. And my internet crashed halfway through the game. So I didn't even realize it and I
It
just
didn't
came
have
back.
to push those calculations to your system and screw up the simulation.
No.
But-
It just like
But what about the great works that all your cities are working towards?
well, one of them was in a desert. And one of them was dead. So
Sounds just like I I wanted to say
By
something.
dead, we mean corrupted.
Yeah.
Sir.
Well, actually, you talking about Reus?
Reyes.
Reus.
Say it like
Reus.
Deus, but put an R.
Reus.
Anyway,
Arriba.
Rus. Anyway,
Rus.
that game
Racist, and I will not stand for it.
reminds me of that game that's on Steam as well, Starseed Garden, Starseed something, Starseed Pilgrimage.
Starseed Pilgrim.
Woo! I want to try that one day. One day I'm
Have
gonna.
you seen footage of that?
Kinda. It looks like a block ass weird garden game, and I want to see it.
Block ass.
Block
Yeah.
ass weird garden game.
Thank you. Yeah, both of you. Trust me on this one. It looks good. I don't know. Apparently it's $6. I might pick it up at some point.
Yeah,
But
well, I kind of picked up Reus by I opened up Steam and then I opened up my webpage and I clicked on Green Man and it was buy this and I went okay.
Green Man, don't yell. I've already.
Green Man, it's okay. I already opened your site.
Green Man's gonna
I'm
know
here.
us. No, Green Man's gonna know us so well that Devin, instead of saying buy it, it's gonna be bought. You'll just click on it.
It's
oh,
gonna predict the
this
demos
is-
you want to try.
this
and
is what I
download them for
wanted.
you.
And then sports. No.
Well, it was just I don't know. I wanted something different that was not a shooter, and so that kind of fit the bill perfectly. So I bought it.
Okay.
Sue me. It's a good game.
Can I see you?
No.
Oh.
No.
What are your
What?
grounds?
Can you
Physical abuse.
I was gonna say, can you touch my ass real quick?
Yeah.
That
No,
works.
because then you asked him and won't hold up
Yeah,
in court.
and that's
What if you
consensual.
touched my ass real quick? What if I questioned it? Like, or it'd be a shame if you touched my ass? No, I don't know. Anyway,
It would be. It would
It
be
could
a
be argued.
shame.
that
It could be
noise,
argued.
It would be a shame if someone were to molest me at this moment in
molest
time.
me. I would be really.
Oh no, this penny fell. I should bend over and pick it up.
I feel like
Hashtag Riccio.
I feel like you're.
Wait. I got a new website. It's just a picture feed, and it's called Riccio bends over for pennies.com.
Bend it like
There's
Riccio.
no pictures because he's never gonna do it.
Exactly.
Bend it like Riccio. Oh, that sounds bad.
Bend it like Riccio. You
No,
bend it to the left.
I feel like your lawyer would like re-listen to this podcast and then just like fucking slam his hands down and be like, "That whore deserved it," and I'd be like, "Oh!"
Why did you raise the roof on that?
No, it's me going, "Oh!"
Raise the
I
roof!
wasn't raising it. I was tilting my hand slightly back in shock and awe as the shockwave of him yelling at me
It's
is
because a lawyer called him a whore,
yeah.
Pick up
which
the
makes
penny.
it legally binding.
Then the judge goes, pick up that
What-
penny.
Slamming the table is the official sign for it off the record here, and
Off
then
the
you
record,
just yell
Riccio's
whatever the
a
hell you
slut.
want. Okay, well, let's not get too hasty on my emotions here, Devin.
Does anyone else play stuff?
Well,
I've played-
Okay,
Just
I
sorry,
want
go.
to. I want to plug something real
Oh
quick.
fuck! Okay.
My choice of words was perfect.
Uh-huh. Fill
I'm
it.
writing. Oh God, Dan's puking in the corner. No, I'm writing a daily blog from Monday to Fridays, just on random shit. So it's over on.
And I
Udemy.
haven't edited it, so if you want to see uncut raw Devin, head over to UnityGaming.com.
Too good for Saturday and Sunday. I know.
Yeah, well, I'm too good. Well, this past weekend I dug a hole, so that was honestly
Like
my weekend.
physically?
He had
You
to
dug a
cover up
I
something.
physically dug a hole. Like I have a picture of it because it's a 12.
Why
foot,
didn't you just put that as the blog?
It's
like,
a 12
here's
foot by 7
before.
foot by 7 foot hole.
Well, I'm assuming
Right.
he would put the picture in the Monday one.
Well, he could put the picture up and be like, "This is what it was before. This is what it was now."
No, I dug a
but,
hole.
but you put them backwards. You put the hole and you put it
Right
filled,
into
and you can be
concrete
like,
is
"I can
good.
fill." Anyway,
See, Riccio? I dug a fucking hole.
that's
Just
not
show-
that's
you
not
should
you
put it up to
digging
the
a
camera.
hole. That's
Camera's
I
HD.
dug a pit.
That's not you digging a hole. That's you displacing rocks into a weird formation of downwards.
That's how you fucking dig holes. What the?
Yeah, what the
What
fuck's
is this
wrong
red
with-
thing? Is that a child's arm? Like
No,
I don't even.
we had to pull out like 3 big boulders out of the pit.
Oh.
And we had to use a winch to like winch them. Like we had to use a jack to jack them up so we could put ties around them for a winch.
So self asphyxiation. So I can't pronounce it.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
We can't say it.
Autoerotic asphyxiation is Riccio's best good time.
No.
Send him belts at RiccioChokesHimself.com.
If you guys want best good time, come on over to.
You have a
Live.
lot of domains to buy.
Yeah.
Don't you bring me into this?
Fucking Devin is gonna be the domain.
Published by Kumar.
Oh.
Actually, I did submit a domain request for RiccioSleeps.com yesterday.
No.
What, does someone have it?
No, I submitted it to the there's this governing body for the internet in Canada, and I can purchase it for $1.50, and then I can own the domain name for 5 years.
I don't like the word governing body.
Why? Because it's governing.
Why are you an anarchist?
I don't like the word body.
It's governing your Riccio sleeps.
Yeah.
Coming in and touching your body.
I
No.
totally forgot about RiccioSleeps.com.
If anybody wants to donate $1.50 to the Unity Gaming,
Is it Riccio
PayPal?
sleeps, or is it like a slang kind of way to say like Riccio sleeps?
No, Riccio,
Like he's gonna
it's
slip and
Riccio
fall.
sleeps.
legitimately like I'm gonna take pictures of you sleeping. Yo, I'm gonna design this right now.
How do you just? Is there just like a fucking attic in my room that just like the hole opens up and like
I drilled a hole
small?
in your closet, and it's just pierced out from your closet. It's just like a high def camera. It's a GoPro. and I've
He's
mounted
saying
it
the
in your
closet is misdirection. It's not actually there.
I feel like I would open the closet door and there'd just be electronics hanging off my thin little closet door. I'd be like, I don't know what this stuff is.
There's like 3 guys hanging out in your closet watching you sleep.
Why would there be 3? Why would there be 3
Well,
people?
there's one to
and why
hold
would
the
there be-
camera, one to
One
hold
for the boom mic, and
Why
the
is
third
it-
one to direct.
Why? One's
Yeah.
got a spotlight. I have no idea
No, the
what's going on.
spotlights
Right now.
just stand up on. They don't.
Yeah, they don't need
people.
They don't need one. Or you could have one of those like sunlight reflector guys who just like aims the light.
Well, what? That's just weird then, because wait, who is there? Like a dude playing like a mandolin or something, like a
There's harp music in the background.
harp music?
Yeah.
So you have to find a harpist.
That's just edited.
That's
in
just
after.
edited in. That's post production.
Do you keep put on like sun rays coming in and like?
Oh yeah, like it's
Lens
gonna be like
flares?
artsy.
You were over promising for this joke.
It's gonna be
Devin.
wonderful.
I cannot believe how much thought is going into this.
And then right when I wake up and you just have like a shocked face and it
Should I
cuts.
kickstart this?
It cuts to a black screen with just the words "oh" because it's a silent film.
Finn.
Anyways,
It's all black and white and grainy.
Devin, have you been playing anything else this week?
No, that's really about it. Besides RiccioSleeps.com.
Oh God. I played some more Metro Last Light.
Oh, yeah?
Game is
How far into it are you, Riccio?
Have you done it yet?
I want to say I'm like 5 hours in. 5 hours.
okay.
5 hours.
2 then.
Because that.
You're 7 achievements in.
Yeah. Way more than 2 hours into that game though. That game is really good.
You are 2 Raptor tracked hours in.
I know I was comparing. I don't know if I was doing it on the podcast, but I was saying that I might enjoy this game more than I did BioShock Infinite.
No, you didn't say that on the podcast.
I didn't say it on the podcast. I think I was saying that might happen leading up to this, but
You just like to be different.
I not that I like to be different, but like it's that I like BioShock, but I felt like the gameplay was kind of weird. But I like the story and
The gameplay was perfect. Like everything about the game was amazing.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk down about another game just to
did-
like
it wasn't-
a game.
No, but I mean, especially now going back to System Shock 2 ish.
Devin, did you finish BioShock?
It just
No, I'm like just about done that game too.
Kumar, did you finish BioShock?
I got Borderlands syndrome on that game.
Kumar, did you finish BioShock Infinite?
Kumar, are you alive?
I haven't even started.
wow.
Good job.
Riccio, only we know. We could ruin 2 people's lives today.
And more.
You could do that, and then I'm gonna have DanDodds.com.
But no, the reason I didn't like BioShock Infinite
You
that
can,
much.
you can get arrested for that. You can't post snuff films.
All right, fine. I'll host it in Thailand.
It's about time. Anyway,
I love how Dan's concern was, Sompy, you'll get arrested if you put up a site of
please don't harm me. But yeah, no. Anyways, I really enjoy Metro Last Light's gameplay so far, and the story is kind of crazy. But what I'm really enjoying is that BioShock had a good feeling of atmosphere, but Metro Last Light's atmosphere is so crazy, especially whenever there's your dude kind of running out of breath, and then you're kind of in the underground sections when there's still no oxygen, and you see like hallways. There's a lot of hallways that you'll just kind of be going down your main path, and there's this dimly lit hallway. And you sort of stop and you're like, about 3 minutes left of my air. There's probably air canisters there or more bullet ammo, bullet money or bullet ammo. And you're just like, do I want to, might find health. I might find a better gun. I might find something there. And you kind of walk in and you'll see like this monster or this mutant kind of crawl away or like scurry, or the lights will all explode. And you're like, okay, now it's pitch black. Do I still want to go down this path? And then
You have to. It's a linear shooter. Twist.
Well, it's linear, but there's a lot of
Surprise.
I'm just bugging you.
Surprise is
but-
complete open world now.
But anyways, there's a lot of offshoots and a lot of.
You just go up to the surface and just stalker title card comes down.
Oh,
That'd be,
oh my god, that would be the best game of all
that'd
time.
be pretty sweet.
I think I would probably stop doing anything.
If you
else.
bought Metro Last Light and started
Well-
playing that in the Stalker title card game, you just die right
There
there.
is a
Oh yeah,
season
no,
pass.
I would just like lose my shit.
There is a season pass. So the last expansion of it, the expansion. Anyway,
Surprise! It's an MMO.
yeah, it's just like, oh, by the way, we just patched in the entire Stalker universe. Just go above ground. But no, anyways, it's really good. There's a lot of cool atmospheric stuff. Especially playing on Ranger and not even knowing how much bullets you have in your gun or how many you have left, and there's a lot of really cool, like, just the emotion you get while playing it is really intense.
I tried to explain that to like the Metro series to a friend on the weekend, and he just couldn't. He's never played like a Stalker or anything like that before. So I'm like trying to describe how like emotional and kind of like not depressing, but like there's no hope in that game. The game is just about like just barely making it by, and there's not like it's not like Call of Duty where you're the end all be all of super soldier and you can just roll through people.
And your dogs.
And he couldn't grasp how like you could die from a single bullet. Like he just, to him that wasn't a game. It was just a piss off. But I don't know. I find those games to be phenomenally amazing.
The sound design actually in Last Light's super amazing. There's a lot of stuff that's way better than 2033, and Devin, I can't wait for you to get to Last Light because of that. But a lot of the sound design, there was like this one place where I kind of walked in and it was, I guess, a bunker where there was just a lot of people who had died there. So there was, and the game does a really cool thing with like, not like ghosts, but it was in Metro 2033 as well. Where it's like a
with
shadow.
the supernatural kind
Yeah.
of like.
Except for, in 2033, you point at a ghost and you'd see like the shadow.
Yeah.
That's when you see the shadows when you're not looking at them or
Oh,
pointing
really?
at them. So it's like really weird. But
What do
walking
you mean when you're not? What?
it's really weird because like you'll see them in the corner of your eye and you'll turn and there's nothing there.
There's peripherals.
So you're just kind of like turning, like, what the fuck? Did I see something?"
I still think the craziest thing though is where you get the flashbacks to what it's like beforehand, and you're just like, I think there was one in 2033 where you get the flashback when the actual bombs drop. I think was one of them, or maybe I'm thinking of a Stalker one.
I think that's maybe a Stalker one. I know in 2033, I think there's one in a subway or something.
There's one in a home in like an apartment building, and you see a kid playing with a toy, and the family gets kind of
I
killed.
don't think.
It's right in the beginning. You see the family and everything like that.
I know this is a playground.
It's not the playground. It's near the playground.
I don't
It's
remember.
you see like a family in like the living room.
Obviously, you're not a true Metro fan.
I don't know.
Riccio.
I failed.
Obviously.
I failed.
Scrub.
Did you know I've actually tried to play Metro?
Yeah.
Really?
2033 or
I
last
can't.
night.
Why not? Do you just not like the
2033. No, I got scared.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can't play that game.
When you
at
go
night.
above ground, there's some creature. I can't. It's like blocked from my memory.
Oh, it's
first time you
the
go above
winged
ground.
creature.
No. Wing
The
creatures,
speedy
these are
moving
bats.
dude.
Oh, those are crazy.
The dark one. The dark ones.
No, the dark ones aren't that scary.
The dark ones. You know why they're not scary? If you didn't see them. Because what happens is whenever they're really fast, and what they do is, okay, super random reference, and this is why they scare me. Back when I was a kid, I watched a movie called House on Haunted Hill.
Okay.
And what that had, it has the scene where there's this dude who they go down to the basement and they stare at him. And his face is just a blur and it's shaking like left and right and going really fast. It's this really shitty movie trick that's just his body standing still but his face moving really fast. And the dark one has that same effect.
Oh,
it'll
it's
just
got the
stand
blur
there
around
and
it?
it'll just kind of like skip towards you like and it just like is super fast and it'll like blur by and it'll just do like a fucking weird like screaming sound.
Yeah, maybe I saw one of those.
If
and
in
it stopped.
2033 or if in 2033, sorry, if ever you're just like turning around and you see like a and you're like, oh fuck, I don't even want, like, what is that? Is it gonna come
Yeah.
towards me? Like, what is this? Anyway, that
I feel like it's
fucked with me.
in the first kind of little opening area, right after you go above ground for the first time.
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
I feel like there's some shit there that scared
Yeah.
the shit out of
There-
me, and
there-
I can't even remember it.
'Kay,
It's
no.
like blocked from my memory.
Okay, there's one part, you'll probably remember this. It's you're walking between, like, it's after you first get over the sunken down road with all the radioactive.
No,
Stuff in it?
like I'm telling you immediately.
Okay,
Yeah, but
After whatever that
there's-
shit happened, I stopped.
there's the playground part, and you know where you walk into the playground, Riccio, and you see the vision.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I decided that I would do a little bit of exploring around that playground to see if I could find some bullets or something. And I just walked around for about 5 minutes with no music, no nothing, just listening to the ambient sounds of that game. I have never been more scared of a game in my life. nothing like jump scares or anything like that. It's just the ambient sounds and hearing like wind like whistle through buildings and like the swings kind of creak a little bit and like you hear your footsteps and your own breathing. I had to stop the game and like walk away from it. I couldn't deal with it.
So here's what I'm gonna. What's really crazy about Last Light so far, and even 2033, but what I feel that you were able to play through Stalker, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
I love those games.
Stalker fucks me over more than Last Light ever will,
What?
and then 2033. And the reason is this: is that when I'm playing Last Light, when I'm playing Metro 2033, you go underground and you spend all this time under there, and you're going down ladders and stuff. But you never truly feel like, holy shit, I'm really deep underground right now.
Yeah.
Every time I played Stalker, and it would tell you, hey, why don't you just go in this bunker? And then you go in there and you're on the top floor. And you're just like, okay, this is kind of freaky. And then you have like a staircase. And it just goes like 6 staircases down or something. And you're just like, I feel so far away from the exit right now. And you just feel less and less comfortable as you go down and farther into like every place you could explore in Stalker. I don't get that feeling with Last Light or 2033.
Oh, you always kind of feel like you're a little bit close to the surface, or you always.
Well, it's because it's linear, like Dan said. You kind of look to the left and like, oh, there's a separate path. I can either go down there. Actually, there's one of those paths that I had to go down, and I kind of got a little bit of that feeling. I was like I kept going in, and it was like a winding pathway, and it kept getting darker, and then there's like splits, and I was like, man, the more I go into the side path, the less close I am to that exit to run back to where I need to go.
Does it fall into that trap of like, well, that's the way to go, so I'm gonna go the other way in the fork and check that stuff out?
Not really a spoiler. You're in a rail tube area.
You're in a metro.
You're in a well, yeah. But it's just a long path, and you can kind of just see it go straight. And as you're walking, there's just those side doors, and you're just like, do I want to go in those? And that's what I've done so far. And going through those opens up to like little side paths.
So
or, like,
theoretically, if you wanted to
zones.
progress in the game, you just walk straight.
Yeah, and some of those side paths have taken me like half an hour or something to get through. I'm also a huge pansy, and I'll take my time. And there's enemies and stuff, but yeah, it's still really cool.
Have you run in like? Do they have dynamic bandits in that game?
No, and that's another thing that somebody said in the channel. And everybody you go against in 2033 is a human. A lot of them, unless
You
you're
don't fight like the weird creatures anymore?
yeah, you do. But I just mean like in
What
20.
was that statement you just made? That
Like
everyone you go against is a human.
No, you know how most of the people when you go against that are human
Oh, okay.
in
all right.
2033, something unless you're in that zone where there's like soldiers being shot and stuff in 2033 or something. I don't know. You feel bad for you don't feel bad for those dudes. But somebody in the chat mentioned that a lot of people are just talking and they're just like, oh, I wonder when we're going to be able to go up to the surface. And those are people that you have to kill, but they're just having normal conversations. In 2033, it's Nazis.
yeah, not
So
even
it
communist.
just becomes like, instead of like kind of having a bit of feeling towards everybody you're shooting, it's like, there's a dude, I'm going to shoot him in the face, I'm going to shoot that guy in the face, I'm going to like, so
no
there's-
remorse.
Yeah, so it
adds to that desperation factor that the Metro games I feel are really good at providing.
yeah.
Same with the Stalker as well. They have that. I'm barely scraping by. I barely have enough bullets. If I screw this up, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that first shot counts.
Well, you were saying that the shooting was better in this one.
The shooting's way better. The attachments are way cooler. Now I have like a laser sight on my gun. I have a fucking night vision scope. It's fucking.
Oh, really?
It's fantastic.
That sounds phenomenal.
It's really cool. And you can just swap them in and out.
But you're saying
whenever
that you can
get
do
to.
way cooler stuff,
Yeah.
weren't you?
The guns feel a lot stronger. They feel like.
Do they have realistic kickback now?
Yeah, there's
like
some-
a
there's
little-
some
not as
decent-
crazy.
It's not as
flailing kickback.
It's not as crazy. It feels more Call of Duty, where it's like it's manageable and you feel really everything feels really good. It doesn't kind of feel floaty and like marshmallow. I think I said this last week, but anyway, it feels way better. I can't wait for you to finish 23.3 and try Last Light and be like, holy fuck.
I'm actually pretty excited to get that.
But yeah, so they started a season pass for it. There's 4 DLCs that will come out in that season pass, and I think it's like $20. So I don't know if
Actually,
I'll get that. I probably will.
I have a controversial, or probably a somewhat controversial statement to make.
Go for it.
I'm more interested in
Almost called you
Metro
Kenny.
2033 than I've ever been in BioShock Infinite.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean Last Light or 2033?
No,
Metro.
2033. Sorry, Last Light. Last Light is the new one.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I know I mixed this up last time too, and I keep doing it. But no, I'm more interested in that because every time I see some sort of a trailer, or every time I hear Riccio talk about it, or Somppi talk about all of his time in 2033, I just get more and more interested to see what the hell the fuss is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a feeling that I never had with Infinite.
The thing is, you haven't even started Infinite yet. We can't explain. At least, well, maybe Riccio's on the other side of this now, but I cannot explain to you why Infinite is good because that's part of BioShock is the discovery.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's so good about Infinite is exploring and being a part of the story. I honestly didn't like the gunplay that much.
No, I find it to be a little bland.
It's a serviceable shooter.
Yeah. It's good. Like, don't get me wrong. The gameplay is not bad. Like, it's not broken or anything. But it didn't keep me wanting. Like, after a fight, I wasn't like, all right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, but you're
let's
not
do more of
playing
this.
that for the gunplay.
No, I know, but it is a large portion of the
That's a
game.
huge portion of the game.
The thing is, you're talking to
Then
somebody
knock
like...
it down to easy and just enjoy the story.
You know what? I might do that because I'm playing on
but
hard
then,
right now.
Then
so
there's like no point of exploring. Anyway,
it's a murder
you're
sim.
talking to
Why-
someone
why
who
is there
enjoyed
not?
BioShock 2, though.
Oh.
Which I really... Because I just love that fucking feeling of that drill hitting people in the face and shit.
Ah.
That was really good. But Minerva's Den was also really good for that. I don't know.
Have you played a Stalker game, Kumar?
I have not. No.
Okay, you should. The Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl has a pretty huge mod community that has been keeping the game alive because the developers have dropped it.
Yeah, thank God.
you
You
should-
should turn off that head bob.
You should play it vanilla.
You should play it
no,
vanilla.
turn off the head bob and then play it.
No, play it.
Is the head bob just excessive or?
I think
Oh,
so.
it's massive.
It's only whenever you crouch that it's just like you're like a wacky flailing flu
Arm man.
man. But anyway,
but you can pick up the game for like $2.50. It's nothing right now.
wait for a Steam sale. You can
Yeah.
pick up all three of them for
exactly
$50.
So like
5 easy payments of $50.
5 easy payments of $55.
Yes, that's a bad deal.
I think you'll like it. It's a lot of the guys who developed the Metro series started on the Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl.
And those are really good. I can't even get through them. They're really freaky.
They're not freaky.
They're that if you want to talk about atmosphere, Stalker games will fucking scare the shit out of you without doing anything.
It's phenomenal. They're designed perfectly.
But I think it was like the first place I went inside Stalker where it was like an underground tunnel and I could hear like a light fizzing off in the distance. I'm like, I don't fucking want to go in there.
The brain scorcher.
No, I wasn't there yet.
Oh, you weren't there yet? Oh,
I was
my
at the
God.
first one where you kind of get towards the end or something, and that dude who like pulls your camera and is all like, "Oh, look, now you're seeing from my eyes. You enjoy death," and it's really weird. It scared the fucking hell out of me.
Okay, so you were scared the hell out of that game, and you haven't even touched the
eyes
Even
to your
and you haven't even touched the brain scorcher yet.
I got to him. No, I got to him. I got past that too. But I just
Oh
mean,
my
even at the start, I was fucking done with it. But
God.
no, somebody mentioned Last Light has a fucking pile of breasts and vaginas just thrown at your face.
Really?
It's kind of excessive at some points.
Is it like Witcher excessive?
Witcher's not excessive.
Well, let me,
Hey, you got some dirt. You want to fuck?
No, Witcher. No, that okay.
No.
The Witcher one was really weird, and you didn't see anything. It was like, here's a card of boobies, and I was like, okay.
Oh, I didn't play Witcher 1. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Witcher 2 did it really tastefully and kind of good, and it was mature and it was good.
Taste.
It wasn't just like, oh, adventurer. It was like, okay.
Stick it in her butt.
And there's
was like you
also
built a
way less of
relationship.
it if you side with
Yeah.
the blue guys
You've heard
instead
that,
of the green
Kumar?
guys,
But
which I did.
the thing is, in Last Light, it's really weird because you kind of go to brothels, and then they'll be like, oh, if you got a bullet, I will dance for you. I don't know, telling a man. Like, oh, I got a bullet. If you, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyway,
if you got a bullet.
I will dance for you. And you're like, oh, okay. You give the bullet, and then suddenly the camera kind of pans down to like, this is me sitting down in my chair. And you look up, and then suddenly her like top is gone. And I'm like, whoa, this escalated really quick here. I'm broadcasting. And then when the dance is over, she just kind of turns around, and then like her stockings, her shirt, everything's like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. Just kind of pop back
It
into
just
existence.
pops off just like that.
Well, it's not even pops off. It just popped into existence. I was like,
Extra
oh,
load.
okay, it's back. Okay, good. Woo! But apparently later on, there's even just like vag being like in your face and shit. I don't know.
Give me a bullet. No, put vag in your face.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Devin, bloodsuckers, fucking Shadow Chernobyl. I'm out. That's it.
Really?
Done.
Those are not that crazy. They're
fucking
the nice...
glowing eyes coming at you, and this fuck that shit. I'm out.
Okay, no, they're not that bad. You have yet to meet the some of the final bosses in some
I have
of the
yet
labs.
to meet. I'll never meet those final labs.
Okay, there's one that is it's like it hurts you psychically, so you just kind of start like freaking out, and the screen starts going shaky, and this ball of light follows you around and like smacks into
I'm out.
you.
I'm
But
out.
like the whole time you keep hearing this like get out, and it's like your camera's wobbling and shaking, and the screen's like blurring dark and like getting lighter and darker and lighter, and this ball of light smacks you in the face, and it's fucking crazy. I'm going to play the game, get that save, and I will just make you.
He's talking about Stalker.
Yes.
People are wondering what you're.
Yes, not
We're done, Metro.
Metro.
Yeah.
What else did you play? Surprisingly, large amount of Riccio.
What?
Viva Pinata.
Actually,
Don't talk about it.
Not that. That's not what I'm referring to.
Should we start news?
Is it not tracked in this?
no, I don't know what.
Should we start news?
Oh my God! Holy shit! Okay, so this weekend, so Steam brought trading cards. Goodness to Steam. I'm sorry to make this podcast go on a little long, but anyway, Steam brought trading cards.
Steam is trading cards.
Stiff cards.
It's got him so excited he can't speak English anymore.
I can't speak
I
English.
cannot believe he forgot about what he's just about
I know,
to talk about.
because I wanted to say something else, and now that's all. I was like, no, he can't know I want to talk about this anyway. So Don't Starve has some cards tied to the trading card game on Steam. So I'm like, it's been a while. I haven't played Don't Starve since the beta thing. Let's see what Don't Starve.
Early beta.
Early beta, yeah. So I'm like, let's see what Don't Starve has to offer nowadays that it's out. So I started up, and man, 3 hours later I stopped because I had to leave, and I was like, I have to shower, and it's the afternoon. I have to eat. I have to get some clothes ready. I got to get my Vita ready for what I didn't know was going to be a weekend full of Resident Evil. And then I quickly showered. I quickly got food. I quickly got clothing, and I just sat back down. I'm like, okay, I gotta play like another hour before I can't. I got super addicted to Don't Starve, and that game is really good. Before I couldn't even survive past like day 8 or 9. I'm at like day like 36 now.
Oh, really?
It's like that. When you're like 20 days in, fucking turns to winter. Then you're dealing with like keeping yourself warm, keeping yourself fed. Shit stops growing. You have to start catching like rabbits and cooking them like every night. It's fucked. It becomes so fucking crazy. I love it.
I didn't get to ask you because I quickly jumped in and played for like 2 days of it. Did you just leave it on default settings? On your play thing?
Yeah, default. Oh yeah, when you get to choose what's in your world, I just left it on default.
Right. I want to see how long that game goes, so I kind of just want to put all the like beneficial stuff to high. But I don't.
If I can,
feel like that's an authentic.
If I can give you a tip, just if ever you find a place that has a lot of rabbit holes, make rabbit traps right on top of each and every one of them, and then just forget about them. Come back like every 3 days or something.
And they'll just be rabbits.
They'll just be rabbits. And you can use the traps 5 times or 5 or 6 times. You just fucking pick it up, snap the rabbit's neck, put it in your bag, fucking put the trap back down, cook it. It's fucking perfect. That game is so much fun. I want to play so much more of it.
I feel like the point.
Why do you hate rabbits so?
Yeah,
what's
with
they're
you and
just
rabbits?
good. They're good, yummy food that doesn't really cost much of in game. Kind of like worrying about carrots and like berries, or murdering something that's gonna murder you.
I feel like the traps are the point I got to like day 3 or 4 when I played the beta a while ago, and then that's about around when I stopped.
Yeah.
Like I made a couple traps. Like if you put berries in it, you catch birds. If you put carrots,
well, you have to get a bird trap,
bunnies.
and then you put berries on that.
Yeah, okay,
Carrot,
yeah,
you don't have to put carrots next to the rabbit traps. So if you put them on top, when you scare them, or whenever they just fucking pop out of the hole, they're like, oh, and just get
Oh my
rabbit.
god.
It's perfect. Anyway, Don't
So
Starve
when you
is
scare
really
them
good.
and they run back to the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
and they get trapped.
Thing is, in the beta, whenever you scared them, they ran back to their rabbit hole. Now when you scare them, they just fucking run off in a direction. So you're just like, I just want to fucking murder you, but I can't. So you have to rely on traps. Anyway.
You say it just like that?
Yeah. It's perfect.
Wonderful.
Super side thing. Never mind. I won't talk about it.
Were you talking about that?
No, that was really good too. But
Me and Riccio played a bunch of Hot Shots golf for no goddamn reason. But that's a good golf game.
It's a good golf game. Yeah.
I approve.
Why does it say? I don't think Raptor's tracking good. Because
No.
you have 1 trophy, you have like 4.
Yeah. I didn't sync it. Maybe I don't know. Anyway,
I could see that you had the 4.
I want to talk
make
a
any
lot
sense.
about System Shock 2, but I won't because I want people to check out the Let's Play that I might continue really soon of it.
Well, you're going to continue it.
Well, I'm going
just
to,
when
but the
that
patches,
continuance
yeah,
is.
when the
Yes.
patches, when the videos come out, yeah. I'm gonna be restarting. If anybody watched that first part, I'm gonna reconfigure my character, make him Navy, make him a hacker.
Oh, I played Deus Ex. Forgot about that.
Oh,
Do you-
well. Do you want to talk about
Do you
that?
want to explain what happened with that, Devin?
Well, we played like an hour and 40 minutes, and it was a really good Let's Play, and there were a lot of funny jokes in it. And turns out none of it got recorded.
So instead of rehashing that part,
We're just gonna play a different game.
yeah.
Well,
And
we're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. We think
And
it's
if I
really
hate
good.
the shit out of it, then there's gonna be a new website
Devin,
called
it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have you already said what game you're going to play?
Yes. Well, we haven't said it to people.
We have
yet.
hinted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only said
Actually,
the word.
I think I know which one you're talking
I've
about.
only said the word espionage.
Espionage. So let your mind unravel. what
Well,
you
the
think
way that
you're
I
gonna
play shooters is gonna be interesting with that game.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Check out. What's that? Silent Hill 2. System Shock 2.
Silent.
Silent Hill 2 is a really good
Silent
game.
Hill 2.
If I haven't already played all those
The
games, I would
silentest
play it.
hill.
Yes, the System Shock 2 is
But
gonna be
would you know
fantastic.
that you wanted to play it?
Silent Hill.
Having not played it, would you know that you'd want to play it?
Considering that I went into Silent Hill 3 thinking like, man,
No,
last
no, but
time
you
I saw.
said had I not played those games, I would play them.
Oh, had I not played those games, I had not played those games.
Had I
but
not
would play
hated
them.
these
I would
games,
play
I
them.
would have played them.
No, but I actually went to Silent Hill 3 being like, this game was garbage last time I played. It's a piece of shit. Hour in, I'm like, yo, I gotta fucking beat this. I gotta beat this fucking game. It's so good. But that's story for another time. Anyways, you guys got any other games you want to mention? I broke my
Nope.
fingers there really loudly. I didn't mean to.
I'm done.
News.
So,
First thing in news is WatchRiccioSleep.com is now live with a live feed.
Is it-
oh
is it
my
actually?
Riccio. No, it's not.
well, I'm not sleeping right now, so let's watch Riccio awake before sleep.
Did you put these in
Get
an
that
order
one.
to dance around the main thing?
Yep.
Is that what you've done?
Because we're gonna blow out with that thing. We're gonna fucking prep ourselves and pew shoot all
How
out.
long of a podcast are we doing?
Where it's gonna be done real kind of fast because news is like nothing except
Okay.
for one thing.
Well, we all.
For those of you,
Well,
who,
Devin, if you look at that timer, it's about -10
yeah.
Oh,
of
okay.
what is actually happening.
Oh, that's not bad.
So if you guys know a little game called N Plus that came out for the Xbox Live Arcade Marketplace 3 or 4 years ago,
That was like launch arcade.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
6 years ago,
It was like
It
06,
was a fun game.
07, maybe.
super
Yep.
fun game.
It was
Kumar's-
already out in November 2007 when I got my Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Kumar doesn't like that.
Kumar made a wet dingly sound on the Skype. Anyways, actually, he said this game was good, so maybe we should wait for this one to talk about it. So, N Plus was
Just
a game.
talk about the
it's-
news, and
it's
then
like
he could talk about the. God damn it!
it's like a platforming kind of jumping crazy game about platforming. It was kind of like Super Meat Boy, but before Super Meat
Yeah,
Boy.
guys,
It's okay, Kumar. So what's happening with N Plus is a free update is coming out for N Plus for the Xbox Live Marketplace. What is it doing? Like adding like 100 and something, or just a fuck ton new levels.
Yeah, there's a fucking lot of them.
Fun lockables, and a new level editor, and all this stuff is just free. It's coming out as a patch for the Xbox Live Arcade version. Fantastic.
Are they actually called fun lockables?
fun lockables? Yeah,
They put the N in fun.
yeah,
And we put the FU.
yeah. Because it's fucking tough.
No,
That's what's said. in
I'm
the
not even
trailer.
kidding you.
It says it in the trailer.
It says it in the trailer.
Yeah,
I wish
okay.
I had thought that up. That's phenomenal.
that's awesome. 'Cause it's like doubling what that game was, except for free, and it's just called version 2,
And V2.
NV2.
I played that game on the PSP.
Yep, that's true.
It's on the PSP.
Yes, sir.
That I wonder if it's compatible with Vita.
It is now,
Ooh.
man.
Indubitably. So last week we mentioned that EA had no games planned for the Wii U. Turns out they do.
And
Turns
that
out they
the guy,
lied.
the guy that yelled about that stuff was just
Yeah.
being yelly about it.
They did mention though the games that are coming out for the Wii U are not any bigger titles.
They're not good.
So
Or they just is it just more of the same kind of thing, like games that have already been released but now being ported to the Wii U? Is that what it is?
they
or-
didn't really say what they were. They just said like we do have games, they're just not
But
the
you
bigger
had stuff like
development ones.
My Sims.
Yeah,
Things
sure.
like that.
They're bringing SimCity.
Sims 4 will fucking hit. Yeah.
Can you imagine a Sims game on a
That'd be pretty fantastic actually with the touchscreen. on it.
Yeah, that would
You know
be.
what? You know what?
It's like you could click a mouse.
You bring me Sim City for it. You take off all that online garbage.
We'll talk.
That's me. That's me clapping. That's not. That's
I thought it was like you
WatchRiccioClap.com.
shoveling money out towards whoever did that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck is- Anyway, that's interesting.
That was over the audio listeners' heads.
Yep.
All they heard was wet.
Dan?
meat
Oh yeah, I
sounds.
want to talk about this. The new Humble Weekly sale from HumbleBundle.com that has just started today, in fact, or yesterday if you are listening to the YouTube version of this.
You sound so depressed when you said that.
There's actually more people watching live now than there is usual. So that's
What is
neat.
it? How many people?
Well, normally it's like 6, and there's like
Elia Kings.
15 people
Oh, really?
watching.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
So what is this humble bundle, Dan?
It is pay what you want for DRM free and Steam copies of Alan Wake and Alan Wake's American Nightmare.
Oh,
But
shit.
the real kicker of that is the bonus content that they include. Could you just scroll down here real quick? Does it tell you all the stuff that's listed?
It's actually right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click information.
Yeah, okay. It's all kinds of crazy stuff. They have early Alan Wake like demo builds.
Should I read these out for you?
Is it the Humble Bundle or Humble?
It's if you go back to the site you were just at, there's actually a tab at the top. See weekly sale. Right there.
So do you want me to read off what all these things are? Real
Yeah,
quick?
sure.
The early Alan Wake demo videos, Harry Garrett show, in-game video of Alan Wake being interviewed, making of videos, Alan Wake writer in the cabin clips, Night Springs episodes, fictional TV show, Balance Days in the Demon,
Yeah, that's
music
all
video,
of the Night Springs episodes from inside the game.
Alan Wake the movie, full playthrough of the game.
Like not like Let's Play, but like someone like making a cinematic version of the entire Alan Wake game.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Then you
There's
get
There's
like
a
8
lot
episodes
of
that are, like,
there's
2
a lot of
gigs each.
content there.
yeah. And then there's art, which is the library and concept art of production photos, Alan Wake wallpapers, Night Spring comic book, Psycho Thriller comic book, Alan Wake visual identity guidelines, Alan Wake cardboard cutouts, and more. You get a score sheet of the screenplays and the Alan Wake files book.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, holy crap! That's a
How
lot
much
of
is this,
shit.
Dan? At least right now, it's
you
like
can pay $1 if you want the
2,000.
Steam keys.
Fuck.
Wow.
I think the app.
That Skype distortion.
Perfect timing. I think the average is only like $1.90 right now.
The
or something
average
like that.
currently
Oh,
at
it
this
went up.
moment in time is
Yay.
$2.17.
Nice.
It was $1.70
So-
when I bought it. I paid $2 because that's how I keep my conscience clear, is paying above average of when I go to buy things.
Yes,
on Humble Bundle.
So do you get all of that crazy stuff?
Yeah, you
For
could
free?
pay a cent and have all of that stuff. But I think the reason why I went in and bought this stuff is because I saw that the games were not only just Steam keys, like a couple other like the bigger Humble Bundles have been,
Yep.
but you have DRM free copies of them as well. So that's really awesome. And then I found out about the bonus features after I bought it.
Nice.
So
Not bad.
yeah,
Wonderful. I'll just finish up here.
Devin's buying it.
if you are interested in Alan Wake or
Great games, by the way.
love Alan Wake, I think you should maybe go pick that up.
Played through it once on 360, played through it once on PC. Works really good on PC.
I've played through it on 360. That's it.
Nice.
And I think I own American Nightmare for PC, but not Alan Wake.
Okay.
So, well, now I do.
In other news, Mortal Kombat The Complete Edition is announced for the PC.
Oh,
It's going to be out July 3rd.
wait, is this Mortal Kombat 9?
Yep.
Oh,
Super random and super late, but whoa.
cool. I
Could be
have
cool.
that complete edition for my Vita.
Sweet. Other than that, we have Batman Arkham Origins trailer, and you said, was there also a trailer for the other one?
I don't think there was a trailer for it, but the announced mobile versions on Vita and 3DS are it's called Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate?
Yeah.
Or Blackgate Origins or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a 2D Metroid, 2.5D Metroidvania platformer, which sounds way more interesting than another Batman
Sweet.
game.
Sounds really cool too, actually.
Trailer is really cool for it. Features Slade? Slade?
Or Deathstroke, same person.
Cool. Fighting Batman. It's pretty cool. Looks nice. Go check it out.
See, you call him Deathstroke if you like read comics and stuff, or if you watch Teen Titans, call him Slade.
Oh, I just made that clue.
He's the villain in Teen Titans.
Oh, really?
Anyways, due out October 25th.
Devin's gonna go watch all the Teen Titans episodes again.
Shit, are they on Netflix?
Due out October 25th, 2013. Okay, if we're going to take a fucking news break right here, goddamn Arrested Development this Friday, the whole goddamn season all at once
It's
coming
actually
out.
on Sunday.
It's on Sunday. Whatever. Sunday, Arrested Development, the whole fucking season out at once. Boom. I can't wait to watch that shit.
I go to my parents in the middle of the day on Sunday. Would you guys like to stay up late after I get home from my parents and watch the entire season of Arrested Development with me over Skype?
I
Yes,
can't. I got to
I
watch
can.
Mad Men.
What the fuck?
So disappointed.
Oh, do you mean Saturday night? It's into
Oh,
Sunday?
I wonder if they'll put them out on. Oh, I could do that too.
Oh. Because Sunday night I have to watch Mad Men.
They have Aqua Team Hunger
Fucking
Force.
Anyway.
skin them, you go to hell.
All right, let's just do some really cool ass talk. So everybody, who's excited?
Guys, there's no Teen Titan on Netflix.
Are you looking at American?
Yes.
You watch Teen Wolf. Anyways,
I feel like.
I didn't watch it. I'm looking up Teen Titans.
Wait, is that Batman Beyond on Netflix?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go home and watch some Batman Beyond.
That was an
And
amazing show, by the way.
Justice
I love that
League.
show.
Dude, it's on Netflix.
all right,
Teen Titans.
hold on. We have to. Give me a second. Buy some time.
I think it's funny how I called him Slade and you just didn't. You were like, whatever.
Yeah.
Until I mentioned Teen Titans just now.
I really liked him in that.
Teen Titans was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
Apparently, I just saw something new here about Lone Survivor's PS3 and Vita version is gonna have some crazy new shit in it. New graphics, new content, new controls, and new music and New Game Plus.
Humble bundle order.
Someone in the chat is questioning you as to why you're watching Mad Men over Arrested Development.
Because Mad Men is really good. Anyways, now
But
to
there's
talk.
this unique opportunity. We should do like a live stream of just our Skype chat, and we can do when we start the episodes.
Can we watch along with us?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why not?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong with that?
I don't know.
It's on all Netflix.
Sure. Anyways, let's talk about the big thing.
I'll do that if no one else will.
this week.
Okay, I'm announcing it right now, Sunday night. Anyone who wants to watch Arrested Development along with me, I will figure out how to Skype you people.
You will add everyone to the call.
Let's get
Yeah,
a huge raid
yeah.
call going.
I'll figure it out.
Um,
Keep that in mind, everyone.
anyways, you guys ready to talk about the big?
At like 8 o'clock Eastern.
You guys ready to talk about
Sunday
that
night.
that big pile of poopy doopy that just fell on everybody yesterday? Come on, Devin. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Anyway, are you guys ready to talk about the poopy doopy?
The Poopy Doobie?
How
Yes.
Microsoft came out
And
Was it
pooped
too-
in
of
your
the
mouth.
club.
of the club.
Of the closet
Oh.
with their system.
Yeah, and just came. I
Are
don't
you
even know.
insinuating something about this new thing, Kumar?
No,
Or is that-
not at
okay.
all.
I think there's only
that was not a sexual orientation comment in any which way, shape, or form. It was just more. They seemed so quiet about everything for a little while, and
there's just one thing to say about this.
what's that?
Who's gonna get it?
See, here's okay. Can I?
Why didn't you have a
can I
cricket
start? Can I
soundboard
start
queued
this
up for
discussion
that?
off
Wah,
with,
wah.
with what concerns me? So
Real quick,
The-
the
Hold on.
Xbox One is what was announced.
Yeah,
Yes.
Microsoft's Xbox One, the
Teen Titan
step
edition.
forward that slipped backwards for the Xbox. Kumar,
Yep.
take it away.
So, for a console, okay, so there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever anymore about Microsoft's direction. So for a long time, and I think I've mentioned it probably on the cast several times too, is that Microsoft has just wanted to be the be all and end all of the living room for a long, long time.
Yep.
The the entire event yesterday was focused on them being exactly that. Now, part of why that bugs me initially is because my experience with the Xbox has always been great with games. So for them to now look at this and say, hey, guess what? You can flip between ESPN and do this and do that. Guess what, guys?
Let's see
I
that
have
one more
multiple
time.
screens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I have multiple screens. I already have all of that going on in my media center anyways. So I don't need another box to come and I understand consolidating everything and simplifying everything. But
The problem
my-
is that this generation has gone on so long
Yeah.
that most people are probably set up that way.
Exactly.
yeah.
Most people that care, anyways.
I have two screens and are
And I don't mean to kind of say that it was going towards a certain demographic, but that entire conference was like ESPN, sports, basketball, sports, fantasy football, sports, fantasy basketball, sports, and then it would go like
Cars.
TV, by the way, and then games. And it felt like the way I explained to Dan was that it felt like it was aiming towards the dad in every kind of family.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
To be like, yo, you're gonna want this thing, and then the ending part where they kind of showed like a little bit of games was to be like, so the kids could go to their dad and be like, Dad, can we get an Xbox One? And the dad's like, fucking hell yeah, we can. I want to watch my sports like that, but I don't know. In my opinion, I
See,
think
they're
most-
leaving too much for E3. They're leaving way too much for E3. Like they should have shown off some games.
Yeah.
They showed off Call of Duty more than anything, and that's going to be a multi-platform game anyways.
Yeah.
Did you guys see
so-
what PlayStation Station tweeted
Yeah.
right after
So-
that video
so-
ended?
So Xbox showed 4 games total.
Yeah.
2 of them were exclusives: Quantum Break and
Forza.
5.
Forza.
The other 2 were FIFA 14 and Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yep.
At
And
the end
these-
of the conference,
These were cutscene trailers.
Yep.
Not really.
Oh, yeah,
They might have been
everything.
in-engine, but they weren't gameplay.
Yeah.
What I told Dan is the
Sony
Forza one
tweeted
should have
out-
been like a car turning a corner and just impaling itself on the wall, and it zooms in to be like, "Yo, holy fuck, check out these destruction physics." And then if it would like zoom behind and be like HUD, and then like drive and be like, "Ah!" But no, it was just kind of like, "Yo, check out this sweet ass tire burning," and I was, "Oh, that's a cutscene."
We added tire burning physics. We spent $2.2 million on developing
but
an engine for tire burning.
it's the fact that
I'm
they kinda,
honestly surprised that Forza trailers don't emphasize the rewind.
That would
more
be
than
amazing.
anything
or the
else.
community thing, like I told you, that'd been a
Yeah,
perfect
because
time
those
for
are
them
the
to-
2 biggest things about Forza that set it apart from every other driving game.
Instead,
Yeah.
they're like, "Yo, check out this burning rubber, by the way, which you'll never see because those fucking tires actually spin while you're driving."
I'm just gonna go
Just
play
like-
Drive Club, made by the guy that loves cars.
He's like, "You can smell the leather."
Hi, welcome to my event.
That's not the same guy.
That's not-
I know,
not-
but I was
not-
gonna go with that.
We are
one.
talking about the developer that is sexually attracted to cars.
Drive Club. He's actually like.
You should go back and watch the Sony press conference.
I didn't
Drive
watch
Club
all of
part.
it. I just watched.
You should watch the Drive Club part.
Really?
It is
good.
shocking.
Is he like?
He's like the sleek curves of the car. You
Yeah,
get to feel
the
them.
leather seats. Yeah, that's-
Cars.
But
Tailpipes.
yeah, the conference kind of went on explaining a lot of sports stuff, kind of emphasizing a lot on how the Xbox pretty much is just a built-in KVM switch that is
Yeah.
activated by voice.
Yo, hold on. You want to pull out to the dashboard?
What-
Grab and pull. Is that what he said? Grab and pull? Is that what it was?
No,
called?
Yeah, that's
grab
exactly.
and scrunch or whatever. But the thing is,
Grab and squish.
what I
and
find
squish.
really dumb, and let's just so to use your Xbox with all the cool ass features, you need an Xbox. You probably need Xbox Live, which by the way, you only need one Xbox Live Gold per console. Say if Daddy has it, everybody else can fucking use it.
All right, so it's not a per
Yeah.
user thing now.
At least it doesn't
Yeah,
seem
but
like
see,
it.
like again,
Devin,
this is coming
you're-
back to them trying to change the subscription model versus trying to bring good games to a game console.
Yeah. But wait, what was it? Oh yeah. So to get the most out of it, you need to have the Xbox Live Gold. You need to have a TV subscription. Which, by the way, that TV subscription to actually use that TV tuner kind of switching shit, it has to be an HD HDMI cable with the box. So I
That's
don't
right,
know.
they've
Those
got
are
HDMI
fucking
in.
expensive.
Those are expensive as fuck, and at least here in Canada they are. And then to actually pay for the bundles that come with that is probably like what, like $60-$70 a month.
To have HD cable?
Yeah.
120 minimum.
Okay.
I went pricing it out a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so
I know what it is because my roommates get HD HBO and like HD cable to watch Game of Thrones.
now boom.
Which I'm now with because I watch Game of Thrones now. but-
Good.
Now, hypothetically, say we were in America and we had access to HBO Go, and we wanted to use that as well on the Xbox.
I would
Anyway,
actually love to
I would
use
fucking
that.
love that
but
too, actually. But anyway,
Us
there-
Canadians
I wonder if it's
don't
on
appreciate
PS3. Is HBO Go on
there-
PS3?
there's
No,
I might be actually. I don't know. Anyway,
it's not
point
available
is,
in Canada.
Ugh.
let's just bare bones. If you were to get HD cable, get the Kinect, not the Kinect, get the Xbox, get Xbox Live. You're already paying like so much fucking money to get the most out of it.
It's like $400 on top.
When
of the price
like
of
Kumar
console.
said, and don't get me wrong, being able to go Xbox like TV and have it switch is totally fucking fantastic. Except for like,
Can you imagine if you like stubbed your toe and yelled "fuck" or something and it just like changed to a porn channel?
Yeah.
You're like,
It turns off.
oh, this is not good.
but I mean,
I gotta clean up my language.
Oh, I have kids in the house.
but even switching on your like inputs on your TV isn't it actually that long or doesn't take?
No, it's like
not
a
that hard.
single button click. I have 4
And-
inputs on my TV. Why do I need to go Xbox HDMI?
Like it seems like they're
Click.
kind of aiming it towards a family audience, but not like the Wii style of family audience. More like okay, we only have one TV in the house. Everybody has to kind of be on this.
But here's the thing: who has one TV now?
So that adds another problem where
Like
you have to like
even
have the same accounts on every Xbox that you're gonna have, Xbox One that you'll have in your house, so that everybody can play the same games, because it only ties to one single account.
it's
There's a lot
I
of
don't know.
weird
It
shit.
just I just think they're shooting themselves in the foot with this. Unless they like come out at E3 and just like lol joke, it's all free.
Well, they did say that there's 15 exclusive games. 15 exclusive games. 8 of them are new IPs.
That's wonderful.
Which is good, which
That's
could be
really
sweet.
good. But I'm still gonna get my PS.
Fucking like everything they showed at the Sony conference was like exclusives.
Yeah, and Sony's now pushing more money at indie developers than any time before.
Which is
now.
a fantastic idea.
They are throwing money at anyone who wants to develop for a Sony platform. They're throwing money at.
I don't know if we talked about it. I think it happened last week where there's like any other mobile platform, you have to pay money to get a dev kit and dev license and stuff for PlayStation Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
They just eliminated that. If you wanted to go make just like anything for PlayStation Mobile now, it's free.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking great idea because that opens up the market now. Like, you can make stuff for the PlayStation Store. You can, you have an opportunity to get on that mobile market.
And you get on the Vita when you make
Exactly.
stuff on PlayStation Mobile.
Yeah.
So
But to go back to Xbox One just for a sec, the things that they announced for it were that it has a 500 gig hard drive in it, uses Blu-ray
Can't
discs.
change that either.
You can't change it. You can. It does have USB 3.0, so you can hook up any external hard drive and use it for anything that the internal would use, which is
Can we address that for 2 seconds?
Sure.
So and I mentioned this to you guys, I think through text message or whatever. I have a 500, and I've had a 500 gig hard drive in my PS3 for 3 years now.
Yep.
And none of the games on the PS3, aside from if you're buying directly through the PSN, will actually physically install, I guess, like the entirety of the game files. They'll only install like system needed files or whatever they are.
2 or 3 gigs maybe.
So
Yeah,
so
like
what I'm
tops,
wondering
like the
is
biggest
that
game.
Microsoft is sitting here saying they're going to support USB 3.0 and you can use external storage and all this stuff. So does that mean I've now got to sit there and buy a separate external drive to plug in and
Or
leave it there
drives.
because I know that I'm going to
Correct.
Yeah, or I'm
So-
going to eat up the 500 gigs pretty quickly.
But at the same time, the cost of hard drives is so small now. Like, I can get a 3 terabyte USB 3.0 drive for
but see the
120
the
bucks.
thing. What I'm getting at is that they want to be this. They want to be like, look at the name,
Yeah.
Xbox One. They want to be the hub. So
With
why
all
am I
these
plugging all
dongles
this
attached
extra
to it.
shit in?
Yeah.
Like I'm plugging all this extra junk into it.
'Cause-
And I get that expanding the storage and whatnot is something that's attractive and should be there. But I disagree with it having to be the primary source behind your storage. Everything should be like the primary storage. should
your
be
Skype.
internal. It shouldn't be
Kumar, you might
me
want to
having
repeat
external
what you
drives
just
hanging
said.
off.
The Skype.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're
Skype.
good now.
You can
Okay,
hear you now.
so-
Just repeat your last sentence.
Some of
that's
the
all.
primary.
So all I was saying is that the primary storage source should be internal.
Yeah.
I don't want to have 2 or 3 drives or even like one massive 3 terabyte drive sitting there dangling off my console. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Now, I don't mean to sound like, I hope this doesn't come off me being a jerk, but I'm probably going to end up buying one day one. Why? Just for the reason that I like having kind of a bit of everything for casting, for us doing videos, for doing a lot of stuff, just to
Yeah,
kind of test it out.
Doesn't it feel weird that you feel bad about saying you're going to buy an Xbox One?
Yeah.
So, but hold
Like,
on.
it's-
But I had a reason to say that sentence, though. The reason I feel bad is because clearly, think about a year or two from now, it's going to be maybe like a terabyte drive in that thing or more, and it's going to keep getting bigger just like everything else. But the thing is that if I have the 500 gig model, now it's kind of hard unless you guys are on the video version, but even then, if like Dan turns around and he sees my pile of Xbox games that I've gotten over the past like 7 years of the Xbox being out, if by let's say the Xbox One is out for 7 years, and I have gotten as many games as I have for the 360 on the One, if I have like 100 plus Xbox 360 games, and if imagine on the Xbox One, each one of those has to be fucking installed, and we're talking about Blu-ray size here.
So
Which-
you're looking at 25 to 40 gigs.
Mind you, they're not going to. I mean, they're not going to take up all of the space. I mean, in Microsoft's
I know.
defense, they're not going to take up all the space, but still,
Yeah,
that's
like
gonna,
a lot of
you're gonna
PS3
clear
games are.
that 500 gigs really quick.
Oh yeah,
Well,
but the
I
thing
can
is,
clear-
or I'm gonna have to do like Devin's thing, where I'm gonna have to get like a 3 terabyte hard drive and then like clip it on like at the end and be like, granted, I don't need all the games installed, but it's just being like, oh wait, no, that game's on this hard drive. I'm gonna just plug this
Well,
one
like
in. I'm
the
just-
other thing as well is with a 500 gig, like terabyte drives are not that expensive anymore. They've come down
No.
in price since the 2 terabyte and the 4 terabyte editions have come out. And I understand that the Xbox has been in development for a while.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't feel like it would be a huge, crazy inconvenience to load a terabyte drive into that.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Oh, for them you mean? Like
yeah, for
built
them.
in?
Like, yes, it's going to cost more to put terabyte drives into it, but there must be some sort of metric that they're weighing against putting a 500 to a terabyte in, because a terabyte, you can fit a lot of games.
Double.
You're double the size. You can fit a significantly more Blu-ray
ladies.
quality
Double the
games
size.
into it. Whereas with a 500, if you average 30 gigs a game, you're gonna fill that up really quickly, especially if you are, even myself, where I only purchase a 360 game every 2 or 3 months. Maybe the Xbox One will become my platform that I prefer to play everything on. If that is true, then I'm gonna fill it up in like 2 months.
Well, like the weird thing about this next console cycle is that I think we've all very much turned into PC gamers.
Oh,
now.
for sure, yes.
I used to be huge on Xbox. I haven't bought an Xbox game since Call of Duty Black Ops 2 back in November.
I don't mean to cut you off, but just because Devin was talking about the hard drive stuff, somebody in the channel said in the chat that it reminds him of like in the old PS2 days, or like maybe N64, where you had multiple memory cards, you had to keep swapping them, keep track of which games. It's gonna be like that, except for like, where's my game installed? Oh, is it on this one? No, it's on this one. Oh, is it this one?
Yeah.
And that's
So
going to suck.
That reminds me of that. It's like kind of going back a little bit.
I used to. My mom bought me for that. She bought these like little tiny labels, and she used to label my cards for me.
And then wrote your name on it.
Yeah, because like I shared my N64 with my brother, so it was like, okay, this one's Devin's memory card, this one's Brendan's memory card. Like
Smart lady, man.
yeah, no, and like there were a couple of times where I nearly got to fisticuffs over someone deleting a save. So she's like, fine, I'm buying you each one. So it was great. It's wonderful.
So Dan, you were saying about all of us becoming PC gamers.
The thing is that the only things we're going to play on these consoles are their exclusives. We're not going to... Why would we play multi-platform stuff on these? Assuming we all get both.
Things like how I was explaining, like how I like playing Call of Duty on a console instead of PC, like random stuff like that.
Maybe you won't anymore.
But
maybe you won't like the Xbox controller.
But the thing is, like,
maybe no one buys the Xbox One, so that's no longer the platform to play Call of Duty on.
As much as it's a bad idea or a bad example, if a game could somehow sell me, say Splinter Cell Blacklist is coming out,
Right.
and if they didn't do a good job,
It is coming out.
Well, no, but they didn't do a good job on this one about to explain. But imagine if what they showed with that Wii U screen was like, dude, you gotta fucking use that Wii U screen because it's gonna be sick as shit to do all that stuff. If they could do that with the PS4 and be like, the touchscreen is gonna be awesome, or something with the 6-axis, and it'd be like, okay. Or somehow they'll integrate it into that streaming stuff or some sort of socially, like just something really fucking cool. It's like, man, it's coming out on PC. It's going to have a lot of cool shit. But the PS4 version is going to have some fucking cool shit. Then I would get it. But so far, I don't see anything really doing that way differently. But
I have an interesting statement to make.
Go.
I think the Xbox One will be the closest thing to a always online system that we've ever seen.
Oh, I agree with that.
And the reason that I'm
you
saying
mean,
this is
not system, just console, because PCs are basically always
console.
online. Yeah.
And part of why I'm saying this is, if you think about, so use what Somppi just said, right? So you're gonna have all these memory cards, et cetera, et cetera. I think you will probably, if you're using different media sources, I think they're gonna want to validate it through the cloud anyways. And if you don't have a connection, how does it validate?
Are you done? So the way it apparently works. Oh, well, see, that's what's really weird about all this stuff about how it's going to validate everything so far is let's say when you buy a game, it gives you a code that you have to put in, and that ties the game to your Xbox, to your Xbox One.
Okay, but what about this, though? If I don't have I buy this game, and I don't have a connection at the time, right? And I know I'm being almost cynical at this point, because realistically, you would.
Yeah.
But you put this game in, and you don't have a connection. Are you only allowed to play it outside of logging on, kind of thing?
They're apparently saying that you can maybe have access to the single player stuff, but so far what they also said is to allow it to even like activate at all, you need to put in that code. It has to connect, whether it's like, they said it's not always on, but it has to connect.
I feel like I read something about you having to connect once a month or something like that.
I don't remember why, but yeah, I remember seeing that. The thing is, a lot of this stuff is still kind of like not set in stone.
Major Nelson, the PR guy for Microsoft, put out a statement earlier today that said there are a lot of policy statements floating around, and we are going to be nothing is final yet. We're going to be adjusting stuff as we get closer to launch. Like, I think he's trying to make everyone just kind of settle down, because to be, people are, they can freak out on this stuff, sure, but I think it's the press conference being bad.
Yeah,
is the biggest problem here.
Like I told you when we left,
because I'm sure the Xbox One is going to be fine. People are going to like it. They'll have all these weird account and ownership issues ironed out by the time they get to launch.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but smart business sense. But the opening impression, first impressions matter. The opening impression of this system is bad.
Yeah, it's confusion is what it is.
you know,
They pulled a Wii U somehow. Like, except for the audience knows the Xbox. It's like the Wii U people are like, wait, is that an expansion? And then like everyone for the Xbox One is like, what, is that a fucking console? Like, what is it?
well, it's almost weird because of like the order that the press conferences were in. Sony had such a good starting one. That was a great press conference.
Yeah, it was.
Like I felt like there was no weird downtime moments where it's like I don't want to be seeing this game. There was no wonder book of that Sony conference.
It felt like when the Microsoft one, they kind of took a crack at it, or at Sony being like, ours is going to be an hour and it'll get through what we need. But Sony kind of like dragged on a little bit, but it didn't really drag on because they had the chance to kind of explain what the console's interface, what they would like it to be. They got a chance to be like, okay, it's got good power in it. Like, check out these tech demos, check out these demos. And then they managed to they showed off everything that you were kind of curious about, but they didn't really leave you with too many questions after being like, oh, well, what about,
that's
what
what
about,
I want.
what about? But then
I don't want to be like, is the Xbox going to have good, cool streaming
well,
stuff?
that's
like
what I mean.
The PS4,
is
like
PS4, what they told you, they answered their questions right there. But
in the state of the world right now, if these two consoles launched,
PS4,
everyone would get a PlayStation 4 because everyone knows
yeah.
a lot of the stuff about the PlayStation 4. And that's the kind of thing you want in a hype for a console. Yeah. It's not the same kind of hype you have to build up as for a game where you're trying to show little bits and pieces leading up to the release because you don't want to reveal everything. You want to tell everything about your piece of hardware before you get to that launch date. Everyone has to know the differences because people, not crazy people like us, don't go out and buy both consoles the day they come out.
They make a decision based off of hardware and such.
Honestly, I haven't bought an Xbox game in so long, and Sony has really been bringing it home with their PlayStation
Indie
Plus and
titles
environment and
yeah.
everything that they're building up at the tail end of this generation, whereas Xbox brought it home at the beginning. They came out of the gate early and became like the console that everyone had. But Sony nailed the landing. So now these new consoles are coming out. There's so many people that have this good impression of Sony and this kind of bad impression of Microsoft and the Xbox that a lot of people are just going to go with that PlayStation 4, whether or not the Xbox ends up being a comparable system or not.
Well, what I would like to know is, to anybody who's whatever here, Kumar included, when I meant here, and then I was like, well, Kumar, you're here, you're good. I don't know, I'm trying to pet you. This is weird. But no, E3 is going to come around. Last of Us will still not have shipped. Do you think that the Xbox One is going?
What day is E3?
11th to the 13th, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Of what?
Sony's having a second press conference right before E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So that means they're going to have two press conferences within E3 space.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to clarify everything they wanted with the console, and then be like, E3, check out our fucking games. But anyway, point is,
And then
so
Microsoft,
but I personally myself, whenever I watch an E3 because I can't go to them, you kind of get that feeling like, man, all my games are shit. I really want to play everything new that's going to be coming out. I wonder if you're going to feel that. The Xbox, because Xbox One conference, they said at E3 they're just going to be showing the games. They're going to be like, check out this crazy shit. Clearly now they have to spend some time explaining some other stuff. But do you think that the Xbox One is going to show all of that? PS4 will probably show their stuff. And then 2 days later, Last of Us coming out. If that is such a fucking mind-blowing game that you completely forget about all the E3 hype that you've just kind of built up, I wonder if that... I don't know.
Think about, in the vein of your question, think about Microsoft is going to have a single press conference in the E3 period. Sony's going to...
Kind of too.
Xbox normally takes the first slot out of all the press conferences, right? So Sony's going to pass that with an extra one of their own. Yeah. Microsoft's going to go. Sony's going to answer to that. And then an incredible Sony exclusive game
Hold on
is
now.
going to come
That
out.
is that is some pretty damn good.
Wait up.
That is some good PR right there by Sony.
That first pre-E3 conference from Sony, can you imagine? Now imagine this, everybody.
If they just went sports.
No. Imagine this. They roll up on that conference.
We got this shit too. It's 10 minutes.
It's like 30 minutes long. And they're just like, here's the console. Here's the controller. Here's how it works. Here's everything you kind of knew. Here's what's
and it's available tomorrow.
No. Here's what. No. Not even that. They're just like, here's everything it's going to come with. Here's the launch titles. You'll see more at E3. They explain everything. They put it nice and neat. They explain what PlayStation Plus. They put all that shit. They just front load it. And at the end, they're just like $3.99. They just give you a price that is so fucked. And then Microsoft comes out when E3 starts, and they're just they explain their console, and they're like, $5.99.
Can you imagine how fucked up
like,
that?
You're saying Xbox starts as PS3 did last
Yeah, but
generation.
I wouldn't say like not a huge gap. But if somehow the PS4 comes in as being cheaper than the Xbox One,
Just, like,
but 2
sneaks
days
in there.
before that E3 conference, they'll just be like, "Oh,
Didn't you say it was
fuck."
June 11th?
It's 11th to 13th. I think.
Yeah, so
day?
Microsoft goes on 11, and June 10th is the Sony conference.
So there you go. That'd be fucking mind blowing if Sony
and then
pulls that off.
means June 12th is the Sony E3 conference.
So it's
Yeah.
it goes the 10th for Sony,
Yeah.
the 11th for Microsoft, the 12th for Sony
And
to top
then
it out,
Nintendo.
and
Yeah.
then Nintendo, and then The Last of Us
is 2 days after
is
that.
2 days after that. That's some damn good PR. Whoever
You know what,
planned
Sony
that.
actually
Here's the thing,
seems
though.
to launch exclusive games during E3 period. Infamous 2 came out during E3
Yeah.
when it came out a couple years
Sony
ago.
has all these things lined up really, really well. And you're right, PR-wise, it could be something pretty incredible. But again, it's content. If they don't actually talk about anything during
Yeah.
either of those conferences, they're screwed. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
But they've set such a baseline for the amount of content that they're going to talk about with their
Yeah.
first press conference.
Well, that's where
They
it's
could
like,
talk about sports and shit during that June 10th one, and we'd be like, yeah, okay. So you talked about everything the Xbox has, plus you had that other conference where we already know a lot of the stuff we want to care about. And then Xbox has to go show their games, and then Sony can show their games. Like, it's...
We're being told both
that
conferences are
Microsoft
actually
did-
happening on the 10th. There's no pre.
I thought all of them
The
were happening
Xbox
on
one
one day
is
as well.
happening on...
They're both
Okay.
on the okay, let's just. We're being corrected that that's during E3. It's a pre E3 one apparently. That Dennis talking about. I'm not actually sure. I haven't
Yeah,
I haven't actually heard about it though.
They
the
announced it
video-
on their PlayStation blog.
Yeah, and
they
the-
separate it. They don't say it's during E3. They have a separate press conference on June 10th that they keep talking about.
I'm going to look it up while you guys talk about this.
It's during their they have a trailer where it shows
Bits
parts
and
of what
pieces
the
of the PlayStation.
PS4
Oh, it's in that
looks
video?
like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's in the blog post in that video, and like right at the end it says June 10th or whatever.
Oh, June 10th is the actual press conference. That's why.
Well, they don't mention E3 anywhere in any of their stuff.
Nope.
Well, it's the press conference.
Well, there you go.
Bottom line, you know what Microsoft really needs to do? Is they need to talk about games during E3.
Microsoft, yeah, that's what they said they'll do.
They
though.
shouldn't mention sports or
Yeah, if they mention
anything.
any sort of sports during that, then it's gonna be
Let's back up a little bit and then talk about some at least good stuff for the Xbox One that I found. The Kinect sensor that ships with it and is forced to be plugged in while that's on, or else it doesn't work. The console, I mean, not the Kinect.
Yes.
They showed how different it is. It does actually seem like a cool step in the right direction because it works in pitch black. It can still detect you and up to 3 people or up to 4 people or whatever. It can figure out if you're. They kind of had like a feature thing where it looked at all 3. Let's say there's 3 people standing there. It could tell what your emotion was. Was it happy? Was it neutral? Was it sad? Was it angry? Whatever. Were you currently facing the screen? So were you engaged? Is your mouth open? And were you talking currently? It could also, depending on how the color of your skin is, like if your heart rate's up, like you kind of get like, I guess, pinker or darker or whatever. And depending on that, it could guess your heart rate, which they said was up to 1 to 2 beats per minute of like close discrepancy. And sorry, comments on the chat. And what else? It has a 1080p camera. And I don't know. It looks like it does what the first Kinect was supposed to do. That being said, I'm still not really going to use it that much. I think if I get it, because space wise, apparently, yeah, you can use it closer now, which is good.
Well, let me say something about this though. They said that was one of the big things was, well, why am I being forced to use a Kinect? What if what if my setup doesn't really permit me to do that? So I sit here and I think about that, and their statement back. So Microsoft's official statement back at that was the Kinect is designed to allow for optimal play no matter the environment.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, are you kidding?
The thing is, I don't
That
remember.
doesn't make any sense.
Did this Sony have Kinect features in it, or was it just a camera pointed at you that could
Well,
connect?
Sony was just the Eye or whatever, like the PlayStation Eye or whatever it is, but that's not. I don't think that ships with the console.
No, it
I
does.
think that's-
It does.
Oh,
now
yeah.
they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
that
it's not supposed to be like you're not meant to do. That's why there's the light on the back of the
yeah,
controller.
there's
It's
no
meant to do that
Kinect
stuff,
part
yeah.
to it. It was just kind of like, here's
Yeah.
a sweet ass camera with it.
Well,
It
was
does
it was
some
an infrared
things,
controller.
but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was completely infrared. It was not. It had nothing to do with like actually determining
Yeah.
like I can't think of what the technology is for the Kinect now, but
Yeah.
it's a different technology.
So what I was actually telling Dan about the Kinect, and what would be one thing that I would get it just for the fucking coolness of it, is they said whenever the Xbox One launches, they're like doubling their amount of servers out there, which is like to 150,000 to 300,000 or something.
More than the total world's computing power in 1999.
Boom. Anyway, what I told Dan is that they
Thank you, Dan.
said you could sit down in front of your
They
Xbox.
said that in the conference.
Yeah.
I know. I remember.
But anyway, they said you could sit down.
Let's see that again.
They said you can sit down in front of your own Xbox and go Xbox on. It would scan your face. It'd be like, I know who you are. We're going to sign you in. It'll be up in like 2 seconds. Now, what I would like is for them to save that in the cloud. And for me to walk over to Dan's house and to hit power.
They said that it would do that, though.
But did they? I don't know if they explained it'd be in the cloud, though.
No, they
I
said
think all you have to do is log in the way you do right now.
But that's what I mean.
then-
No.
Is I don't want that. I want to go to.
He's
I want to
talking
hold on.
about his ideal situation here.
I want to say I go to Dan's house. I've never
Yeah.
been on his Xbox before, and I stare at his Kinect and I go Xbox on, and it scans my face and it goes through like the fucking database in the world, and it goes there you go to Riccio.
Dude, that would be.
I would just be
some
like,
next level
fucking
shit, because they'd have a database of what everyone's facial features are.
Not only that, you could hack people's accounts maybe, and then imagine going to MLG and just being like, yeah, no, I'm here, sign me in, and then it just
I
like
could just wear a lime sweater and a lime hat, and I could sign in as Somppi.
fucking perfect.
I'll always wear a lime sweater.
He's actually wearing red right now.
Bitch.
Red lime. But no, that would be cool as shit. However, that would be like such a fucking breach of privacy and like
That would be a
fucking
crazy
steal
breach.
credit card numbers by putting like a picture up to the screen and it'd be like, oh, that's you, perfect. But yeah, I
There'd
don't
have
know.
to be some crazy ass biometrics involved.
It has like a blood thing where you just like prick your hand on the controller, like, welcome to Riccio. I'd be like, perfect. I'm bleeding everywhere now, but
Why
No, it'd be such a minor, just like,
I didn't feel like putting
and
my
then
password
the
in.
Xbox absorbs that blood, so you don't.
No,
bleed
it just
everywhere.
they hit force feedback, so it just has spikes come out of it. It's like, oh, okay, it's
It
just
just
scanning me.
it just
That's
sprays
so
your
messed
blood
up.
back at you. Looks like you're running hot.
But anyway, yeah. So the Kinect seems like it's actually going to be kind of decent, like at least
You,
decently better. But I still won't.
How do you guys feel about the actual hardware itself? So I don't mean in terms of what they've discussed software wise, but the hardware in terms of
power?
8 gigs
So-
DDR3.
I thought it was
They
5
didn't even
gigs.
mention what the
So
CPU was.
well, there's a comparison chart that's out there. So there's 8 gigs of DDR3. However, 3 gigs of that is being used for the OS and any side things. So 5 gigs
Okay.
goes towards games.
Yep.
Now it's DDR3 versus PS4's 8 gigs of RAM DDR5. And if I'm not mistaken,
GDDR5?
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
DDR5.
It's straight
yeah, it's
DDR.
GDDR5.
Yeah, GDDR5. So
Okay.
it's graphical.
Okay, so there's that on the PS4. Except for the PS4 also
It's
has.
actually, that's
Except for the PS4 also has a side memory and a side kind of like little chip for doing the rendering and all the
Yeah, it's
side
got the
stuff
sec-
and
the
the OS
second
and all that
whole
weird shit.
processor, yeah.
So it's got that second whole thing. So that's full 8 gigs and everything going right towards the PC, the PS4. Sorry, I kind of got my eye. Anyway, but anyway, so you have that. So apparently the memory is a bit slower on the 360, but I think it has some upsides. And apparently from what people have been able to get from, because they haven't said exact specs about the clock rate or the video card on the Xbox One, but from talking to one of the hardware dudes, somebody was interviewing him, and he managed to get out some information, and then using that to kind of compare it to what is out now and what is probably in there. Apparently the Xbox One is going to have like up to 50% less power in it than the PS4 in terms of graphicalness and speed or what
You
it
know
will
what?
be able to
That's
do.
all well and fine, but that's the position we're in this generation right now.
Yeah.
Nintendo is the least powerful. Xbox is the middle ground. PS3 is the high end.
Yeah.
Yep.
But-
You're right earlier where if PS3 like undercuts that price point.
Yeah.
for
That's the only reason I think
yeah.
the PS4 can't do that. But if it does manage to somehow, it'd just be like fucking mind blowing.
Like take a bigger loss up front and
Yeah.
recoup it later. And
But
Well, if you get your
Yeah,
hardware
they'll make
units
money
out
off
there,
software
then-
and they'll make money
yeah.
off peripherals. So
yeah,
but did
that's
anybody
true.
else feel that during the conference when they're like, oh, you can be like Xbox, record that moment, and then it'll kind of record that last part of
Xbox,
gameplay?
go home.
So the thing is, I feel like they threw that in there kind of
Go home,
last
Xbox.
minute because of what the PS4 said. However, when you're doing that on the 360, it's trying to do that in the background of the game you're playing. So I don't know how well it's going to work. It might work perfectly fine. I don't know. But the fact that the PS4 has that built in and ready to go and kind of with that always
Also
in
the
mind.
streaming and the game takeover
Yeah.
stuff and it's
Now, also what I told Dan.
you're right. Maybe the Xbox has all that stuff.
So yeah, so like I was telling Dan, you know how in the conference they kind of talked to a dude on Skype and they kind of made the game smaller so you could have the guy picture in picture and top right on Skype.
Yeah.
Now on PC you could do screen sharing. So what that would be super fucking cool for the Xbox is if screen sharing took your game, like I was saying like months ago, then you could have the dude on Skype, you could have the game he's playing. Or take that to another level, because they said you could do group calls. Be playing like Call of Duty, you have your group of like 4 or 5 dudes, you just fucking take their screens, you put them on the side of your screen, like snap it all Windows 8 style. That would be cool as shit.
Oh, like little miniature screens.
Yeah,
for
just be
everyone?
like, it's everybody that's in the
Yeah,
Skype.
like
so
you're playing split screen with everyone.
Yeah, but
not,
yours
but
kind
you
of shrinks
still got
and
the bigger one, but
yeah, that would be cool as shit. I don't think that's gonna happen. If it does, then I'd be like, you know what, Xbox One, you kind of got me here.
You're all right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Again, the console, for all the complaints and stuff it's getting, the console's gonna be all right.
oh yeah,
But
Yeah, they're going to do exactly what they've always done. where
that was
they'll-
an ass backwards press conference. That was bad.
Whoever developed the timing for that conference was
Yeah.
a little weird.
one thing that bothers me about the controller is it still pop out battery packs like the
Yep.
360 controller.
Oh, I thought you said they changed
No,
that.
I read that completely wrong. So apparently it's still pop off battery packs. Which if they fucking pull another play and charge kit that barely lasts for like 2 months before it like dies within like 30 minutes, I'm gonna fucking
Lose it.
just play PS4. One thing I was excited about is the Xbox One friends limit is going from 100 to 1,000.
You're
That's
not
good.
you're not going to have any friends if they implement planned obsolescence into the into the battery packs of those things. Because you're going to kill yourself.
Oh my god. In a suicide note, he blames Microsoft for battery packs.
I'm right there with you, Riccio. If they have the same sort of shit, I'm going to lose my mind and I'm not going to buy the console. That was I want to say that of our conscious sort of adult consumer lives, that's the most obvious planned obsolescence I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Where they purposely built those battery packs to just be chewed through in no time whatsoever.
Yeah. If somebody opened them up, it's just 2 rechargeable batteries taped together.
Yep. It's
Yeah, it's brutal.
and here's the thing is they're not even high quality lithium ions. They're like the middle of the pack rechargeable batteries.
So I want to say something that I think Hugo in the chat just said, or he said something that reminded me of it. We all enjoyed Netflix and you could watch it all with your buddies, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't believe they took that away.
Now how the fuck that's back in Xbox One because you could just watch Netflix, Skype your fucking friends, and put them on the side of the goddamn screen. Perfect.
Watch they make it so you can't do that.
Yeah, Netflix app. Like
Oh
that.
my god, yeah, it's probably restricted with some stuff.
Yep.
It doesn't matter because none of this shit's gonna work in Canada anyway.
Nope.
And it also said, you know that like recording backwards thing? Just do that on Netflix. No, imagine if you're playing Halo. Imagine if you're doing Halo and like you're on your like fucking 10 kill streak and you're like, no, I'm fucking pumped, and it's like recording and it starts just chugging down your game because it's like, oh, I'm gonna start recording that last 10 seconds of what you've been doing. Continue getting kills now, and it just starts like eating. That would make me really sad.
It just turns into a super shitty.
Yeah.
That would piss off a lot of people, though.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about on the Xbox One. We're probably gonna talk about it a lot more later on.
Actually,
oh, sorry.
speaking of controllers, how do you guys feel about the controller?
It looks
It's the same with
Same.
some extra little things, which is perfect. That's what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Really.
Force feedback trigger.
I'm
sounds
really
cool.
happy about that. I'm really, really happy with what they did and what they chose to kind of keep.
Well, it means that the old, like the Xbox 360 controller, is not going to be like outdated per se,
Yeah.
because it'll still be able to be current for PC games.
That is true.
Yep.
But then you've got the couple extra little I guess one of them's the home button, like the little
List or something is the other one.
the multitasking button there.
I don't know if this is true. Teddyman in the chat says Microsoft has a patent that if Kinect detects too many people in the room during a movie, it will not play due to MPAA laws.
That's dumb.
I would believe that though. I understand
Yeah.
why.
That is terrible.
I don't.
If you bought a DVD and it
Your
won't,
dogs jump on the couch. Too many people. Too many people. Can't detect if they're happy or not. What's the heart rate? Don't know. Movie can't play. They're dead. Calling
calling
cops.
911.
Yeah, calling no.
How is that a thing? Why is that? Why does that make sense? If you buy a
really-
fucking Blu-ray, you can watch like what?
But see, the licensing behind you using Netflix is the exact same as the licensing behind us playing a game through Steam. You don't technically own the game. You're paying for a license to absorb that, or not absorb, but rather enjoy that media. And when it comes to Netflix material, from what I understand, it's the same shit there where because you don't own it, you're not allowed to technically even, I mean, according to all their laws and whatnot, you're technically not even allowed to watch it alongside. So if you have family, so let's say the 4 of us were brothers, and I was the only subscriber, or one of you guys was the only subscriber, the other 3 who were not subscribers are legally not allowed to sit there and watch it with you.
Wow. That's it.
So that's what they're abiding
Yeah, but
by.
these are like end user agreement stuff, right? Yeah. These never really hold up. But if they're enforced out of the gate like this, that seems kind of crazy.
Somebody else,
because there's no like, if I have Netflix on, like that would be such a weird thing to do with Netflix, because nothing else with Netflix does that, which means it will kill Netflix on the Xbox 360 because no one will want to use the Xbox on the.
Think about what someone said, right? Someone said that they took one step forward and 359 back. This is one of those steps that they took back.
So I want to take one thing from the chat. So Skindem from the chat says, now imagine the situation I just said. What does that require? Xbox Live Gold, Netflix, a Netflix subscription,
streaming plan,
and Skype Premium, because that's the only thing that allows group video chat.
As well as crazy ISP.
As well as crazy download for internet.
So crazy download.
Plus the upfront purchase of the Xbox.
So your internet, the console, $50 a year for Skype Premium, if you're lucky to get the 50% off thing that I have that keeps recurring. Netflix, which is $15 a month. And then
15,
Xbox
what the
Live.
fuck?
$10 a month, sorry. And Xbox Live.
It's $8.
Or whatever, $8.99.
Okay,
and Xbox Live,
that's... Oh, God, Riccio, what are you being gouged for?
And Xbox Live, that's $15 a month or $56 whatever a year.
That is honestly atrocious.
But that's only for my current situation of how I would fucking use that thing.
Fuck me. God damn
how
it.
I would
That is...
Anyways, to end this kind of mini thing, so I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot. There's probably way more news stories that are going to come out. GameSpot is having this current thing where if you tweet either GameSpot PS4 or GameSpot Xbox, you get to kind of choose your allegiance to which one you're going to buy, which one you're psyched for. So far, the PS4 is winning with an astounding 88%.
Jeez, how many people are there?
That doesn't say, but it seems.
But it's anyone that tweets that hashtag.
So it's kind of insane.
Jeez. Yeah, no kidding.
Anywho, I'm sure there's a lot of Xbox One things we might have skipped over, but sports TV,
consoles...
sports games. Dogs in Call of Duty, how about that?
Have you seen Kotaku put up a YouTube video of the Xbox press conference in 1 minute? Mm-hmm. It's a good watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because only 4 words are said.
Really?
Through the whole...
What was that one sentence that they said during the football game, or the basketball game, sorry. Xbox, show my fantasy?
Yeah, that's it.
Like, buddy,
I hope that can come up in everything.
You know what's the goddamn stupid thing? All that Kinect gesture stuff, and the voice stuff, every single time he did that stuff, he did it like 100 times in a row, and he said, let's see that again.
Yeah.
And he did another 100 times in a row. I got it. You say TV, it switches to TV. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, no.
But let's see that again.
Let's see that again.
Wasn't that cool as shit? Yeah, no, not really.
Football!
But anyway.
But the Xbox thing in 1 minute is there's only a few phrases they use, and it's what is it? It's like Xbox, sports, Call of Duty, and something else. But that's it. It's just every time they said one of those words. Oh, TV. Oh, that's what it is. Wow. Every time it's just all the times they said one of those words just montaged into a minute, and it's fantastic.
Seems very appropriate.
So yeah, one thing that I said about that conference is like, yo, while you're matchmaking for a game, you can play another game. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think it takes more than 10 minutes or 10 seconds.
It should not.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to tell us something else here.
Yeah.
Unless they are re-releasing Gears of War 2 with launch patches.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently Tandy might like that. I'll try to grab that after. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about the Xbox One. A lot of wonky stuff. And they got the Call of Duty franchise pre-DLC. I think so, yeah. But they have the Call of Duty DLC exclusives again. And like I was telling Dan, so we watched it together. If Call of Duty is still as huge as it is now, by the time that generation is done, and people still care about that exclusive DLC for that,
something is
seriously fucking wrong. Yeah, like I still enjoy Call of Duty playing it, but man,
well, I mean, give a shit. I've never once bought one of their map packs.
Nope.
I have, but it's been more out of curiosity. Because I just like being able to be like, yeah, that would have been worth it for someone. If someone asked me, I might tell you, hey, if you're into that shit, go for it. But I didn't really play it.
Kudos to, I guess, Microsoft, what they're saying, and Sony, what they're showing, is they are really trying to do a lot of new IP stuff. They're not coming in and saying, like, hey,
Yo, we're
Uncharted-
banking
Uncharted
off
4,
of-
Yeah.
hey, well,
Gears of War Judgment 2.
they're both
Halo
doing. They're
5.
both still doing Killzone and Halo,
Yeah.
but they are trying to do other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Hugo says, a lot of this is just kind of speculation. A lot of shit could change by the time this console comes out. It could change by E3. We don't know. But from what they were able to show and kind of try to explain to us through that conference, a lot of stuff was totally lost in translation and or just totally fucked. So
It was a bad press conference.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Xbox is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That was a horrific press conference and wasted an hour of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was maybe 5 relevant minutes in that entire press conference, and it was at the
Sports.
very beginning and the very end.
We
The
put
Call of Duty trailer.
we put a
and
dog in this.
the
game.
beginning where they showed the console and the controller and stuff and said the name. That's it.
Yeah. So other than that, anyways, that's it for news. I'm gonna hop into releases for next week. Oh god, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, you got me excited there for a second.
Next week we've got Fuse coming out for the 360 and PS3.
We talked about that on last week's podcast.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
go
I
check
forgot
that
about
out.
that.
Also, like I said on last week's podcast, Grid 2 is actually coming out next week, not last week. This Giant Bob website is wrong. Giant Bob.
Giant Bob.
Giant Bob.
I'm Bob.
As well as the Warriors re-release, I think it's HDified, is going to be on the PlayStation Network. As well as if you have a Wii U, Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and Seasons is going to be available. Oh, it's on 3DS. My bad. 3DS eShop. Yeah. Ghosts and Goblins and Spelunker available on Wii U. Not Spelunky, Spelunker. And that's it.
Spelunker.
It's kind of like the same style of game, but super old school.
Hey, guys.
Super old
Oh.
school.
I want to give a shout out to I know his Steam name, and I'm not sure what his actual.
Dikizio?
Is it Dikizio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dikizio, he gave us U2 Arma Cold War. So,
What is that?
It's the original Arma, I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
I think they used to actually require a monthly fee. I forget.
yeah, I think so. I wonder if there's a mod community on that.
I don't know. Just load it up and be like, this is old school. All right, so anybody in the chat? Oh, sorry. Go.
I was just gonna say, Riccio, we still got to check out Leviathan.
We still have to check out Leviathan. Dan and I still have to check out
Akron.
Akron. I still have to check out some. What the fuck is that? Receiver and Reeves.
You still haven't looked at the receiver?
No.
You guys can do Reyes. And you should do receiver tomorrow.
actually, there's a lot of stuff that people have gifted us that we have got to get to.
Reyes and receiver
we are
tomorrow.
we are
Write it down. Right?
we are
Those are
so-
games. Those are games for the two of you
Yeah.
guys to look at.
Anyways,
Because
Why?
they both pertain to your interests.
What's
Devin.
my interest?
Guns and God games.
Yeah. So
I think I have a complex. It's not the only games I play. I've just really been into God games lately.
anyways, there's a lot of people who's been gifting us stuff that we want to get to dry runs of, but it's been really hectic for the past few weeks trying to find the
You'll
time and
see
stuff.
them slowly trickle out over time. We will do them.
We're getting to them. Don't worry about it. And
Going
thank
back
you.
to work doesn't afford a lot of time.
Yeah, and thank you so much. I think there was another one, Cyan Doom Dragon. I think gave me Sanctum 2. I think I fucked that name up. I probably fucked that. I fucked that name up. I can't find it. I'm sorry. I will find it, and we will totally thank you in the actual dry run for it. So I can't find the email right now. But there's a lot of people. So thank you, Drackle, for Stonehearth later on in like 3 years from now. I think you fucking told me. Thank you for the Kickstarter, Drackle. Anyway, so moving on to comments. Everybody in the live chat, if you have any questions you'd like us to answer, let us hear them. Tandy Man, I took your question from earlier, and I'm going to be asking it later. On the YouTube site, we have Ransom Purvis saying, ha ha, first, with 3 exclamation points. So I'm going to tilt my head away for this one. Ha ha, feist. I want to say feist that way, but yell it. Anyway, we have Kumar, I think, replying to him with a heart. Oh, Kumar. Kumar, you made a heart. We have Ghost Trickster saying, Riccio reminds me a bit of Stuttering Craig from ScrewAttack.com.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I know who it is, but I don't know if you mean by looks or the way I speak, but if stuttering would make sense. I do kind of fuck up my words pretty hard. We have Dark Altar asking, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
I would probably lean toward Batman as well.
Batman. I don't like Superman.
No one likes
I have nothing against Superman, but Batman's just always been something that it's just a storyline that I've always enjoyed more.
Superman's
I just don't want to
lame.
be stared at and lit on fire by lasers.
I do.
Superman's lame.
Perfect. Silver Dome Production says the end boss in Metroid Other M is actually kind of annoying, and I agree with Dan on Uncharted 2's final boss. Also, I've been playing.
Zarovich.
Also, I've been playing a lot of Portal 2 community maps lately. Have you guys ever thought about doing a video series highlighting some awesome Portal community maps?
No, we have not.
It's a good idea.
We've
No,
not
that's a
considered
really
it.
good idea.
That does sound like a pretty cool idea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably check that out at some point. We're just gonna go ahead and steal that idea. No, thanks.
Not credit you. It's done.
Anyways,
Delete that comment.
Just
Edit this out of the pot. Only these live people know we can hunt
thumbs
them
it down. No. Anyway, I am Persian Magic says Devin's laugh was very nice. Ooh, we have I am Persian Magic also saying, what do you guys think about Rome Total War 2 coming out in Spent? And then he says, September.
I think he meant like that game is coming out in September.
Yeah.
I approve.
I'm excited. And Devin, once we actually play,
I am indifferent.
once we play
because I don't
Shogun
play
2,
Total War games.
Oh, we should play Shogun 2.
we play Shogun 2, Devin. We'll have more to say on that.
Oh, yes.
Check out
We
our
are-
old Shogun 2 dry run where
That-
I kind of play the game.
yeah, that
It
was
breaks Dan.
That was not.
No, I could have.
Did you
made an
rage quit?
I could have made an effort to learn it, but I didn't.
No, it's a very complicated game. We just tried to rush.
It was
through
a
as much
dumb
as
attempt to be funny about
we- Let's play.
not
it. No,
knowing
let's
how to
play.
play a game.
Yeah. So
I think it worked.
did we do good? You decide.
I watch that video and I laugh at myself, so I found myself funny.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, Dan, but you are a very funny man.
So that's it for questions on the YouTube comments. Moving on to live chat, we have
Could do Tanny Man's first. He asked it like an hour ago.
Tanny Man. What?
The one you saved there.
Yeah, Tanny Man's got another one. These are two of them from him. All right, so we'll start with the first one. Riccio, can you afford the PS4 and the X1 in the same
The zone.
in the Xbox One in the same 3-week span? If you can't, do you buy the first one out or the PS4, which right now you think sounds better?
I think right now we're all leaning towards the PS4.
Yeah,
but I guess who knows what E3 will bring?
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
the
without it,
Xbox will be like $300 for some reason.
Without
and
it-
PS4 will be $600. And
Well,
it's like,
they're doing that subsidized model.
oh yeah,
the
that's
weird
right.
subscription thing.
That
yeah.
weird
Like Xbox Live Gold. Yeah.
So,
But
I'm really wary about doing a subscription.
Not
based-
available in Canada,
Yeah.
probably.
But like, I'm really wary about doing a subscription based like Microsoft.
Well, it depends on what Xbox Live is the other thing. If they keep it how it is, or if they go with PlayStation Plus, because before my thing renews in August, I need to cancel my auto renewal on Xbox Gold because I don't play my Xbox anymore. So
I've got 3 years of codes
why?
because I got a really good deal on them. They're like $10. I have 3 years of codes for Xbox Live.
the subsidized costs way more in the long run. It's $100 a year for gold.
Oh,
Anyway,
Oh yeah, I'm aware, but I believe it discounts the initial console as well.
Yeah.
It's not just a.
But isn't
gold-
it
Even
like
then,
a-
though, like it's such a backwards way to buy a console.
yeah.
it's like a cell phone plan. It's really weird.
Yeah, but if you don't want to, especially for people like us that are buying both consoles, maybe paying a little bit over in the long run, a little bit more.
I think I'd probably just bite
okay.
the bullet and own it as opposed to having it subsidized.
Anyways, to answer your question, the PS4, I think without a doubt is gonna be something I'm gonna buy. If it's the one that comes out second, then I'll end up buying it. The choice is whether or not I buy the Xbox One first.
So you're saying if PS4 was first, you would buy it for sure?
Yeah, the PS4, no matter what, even if the
But
Xbox
as
One
of
is
now, you're not sure about the Xbox.
yeah, the Xbox is the one that I'm not sure. Regardless, when the PS4 comes out, I'm gonna get it.
Honestly, we'll
But-
have to wait till E3.
Yeah, well, I'll wait till
Yeah.
E3. However, because of the type of stuff that I like doing and that we are now doing, because of my summer job, I'm probably gonna be able to save up enough to be able to get both of them. It's gonna be a huge sum, of course.
I'm pretty sure I'd be comfortable getting just a PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm as of right now.
I'll watch someone Let's Play the next Halo game. Like that's
Yeah,
that's what's cool about what we do. At least is that if I get both of them, at least you guys can be comfortable at home with your PS4, and that's what we're all gonna play. But whenever you guys want to give the Xbox One a shot or something, come on by,
yeah.
play that.
well, especially with the weird like sharing games
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
If you've just got
There's
the
only one you have to
console
worry
and-
about.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Well, it's like I don't think that I'm going to.
we are over here multiple times a week. So
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the Xbox One as of right now. Like you guys said, it really depends on what E3 brings. But like I'm already dropping. I just bought a brand new processor today. that is like $500,000 for a processor alone, and I'm already
Just sell it.
I'm not selling it. And then I'm gonna load 64
If you
gigs.
sell that, you could pay for your PS4 with the money that you invested.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Or
think about that.
Or you guys can now buy a PS4 and just play System Shock 2.
Or I could just
$6, no $9 no.
Or I could continue building this crazy PC that I'm gonna have with this crazy processor, 64 gigs RAM, and dual SLI 660 Ti.
Yeah, that's the other
doesn't-
weird
that
thing is that my
you don't need all
PC
that.
is about as powerful as the PlayStation 4, I guess.
So
Maybe I don't buy a console right away. Maybe I wait until they have weird bundle deals and they're cheaper because I can wait to play the exclusives. You know.
Yeah, so
like-
Devin, why don't I save you right there? How about you buy half the shit you're putting in that PC and then put the rest towards the console so that you can play some cool console
it's
games?
only gonna cost me $900.
Yeah, but you could spend half of that and then for sure guarantee yourself a PS4 to play some cool PS4 games that it's like console games that don't come out for PC.
Or I could just own the internet on that PC.
If you do that, I want to fucking cut.
I told Dan this, but I didn't tell you this. I found a stack of 1 terabyte hard drives in my room.
Just hanging out, or
Yeah,
what?
just hanging out.
Do you like
5 of
walk
them.
out of your house in your sleep at night and then just like steal people's hard drives?
Have you ever heard him talk about buying? He just hoards technology. He just buys it because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Order.
I have 500 gigs of USB sticks.
Okay, well now I know where he's gonna get the storage to save all that film footage of me sleeping.
Yeah, well, I can
Just raid those terabyte drives together.
That's the magical
Why
thing.
is there so
they're-
much heat coming from my closet? What's
That's the magical thing too. Is they're all the same hard drive, so I could raid them all together.
It's too bad you didn't find those during the hard drive shortage. You probably could have
I
upsold those.
probably could have made a lot of money off them, and they're like really nice Seagate 7200, like high-end performance.
If you're gonna sell one of those for a reasonable price, I might need another terabyte. Of
Oh, really?
storage
Hey
space.
Kumar, video games.
All right. We can-
Fuck, we're past video games now.
All right, so Tanny Man's other question is: Microsoft Dennis Durkin voiced an interesting idea at the investment summit last week. The idea was the company's Kinect camera might pass data to advertisers about the way you look, play, and speak. Wow, that
Targeted
is just a
advertising.
comment, but
This is creepy.
wow, that's creepy.
I don't like this creepy thing of like Big Brother creeping me out.
Okay, I'm sorry, but what if you went in front of your Xbox and let's say you're acne ridden?
You got fat.
No, or that something similar to that. No, I'm just saying. Imagine if you get in front of your Xbox and it realizes that you've either gained weight or your face is like acne, and it's like, hey man, I'm just saying while your Halo's loading, fucking clear yourself.
Or I
Or, like-
ordered you some
or-
Neutrogena. Like,
Or you look like you lost some weight. You just get that pizza. No, it just like orders you fucking pizza or something. Like it just if it's making conscious
Your
ad.
Xbox cares for you.
Not that it cares for you, but it's making
How
conscious ad
great-
decisions for you.
how fucking crazy would it be? Because it can tell your like heart rate and stuff. It's like you've been sitting for 4 hours. Risk of a stroke is 32%. You've
Yeah,
been sitting for
no, no.
7 hours.
You know the Kinect
risk
things?
of a stroke.
Where it's like you've been playing for a
42.
while. You should probably sit down and take a little break. It's like you are gonna die. Please sit down. Please sit down.
Well,
And
you
you're-
know how video games are kind of mandated to put the like take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I wonder if now that whatever, I think it's the government that does that. I don't know what does
It's
that.
the it's a government body that regulates it.
Yeah, whoever regulates that stuff, if they catch wind that Microsoft has access to the information, do you think they'll like make it so that you have to take breaks because
Maybe.
the Kinect will know?
Or you're playing Halo and then like you have like 3 dudes come in and there's like, oh well, there's too many people. You only played for one copy here.
Your Halo
Everybody has to
just,
chip
like,
in.
Kicks you out.
In the middle of the match, you're in like a fucking tournament. Everybody like just gets up like, yeah. It's like too many people detected. Please,
Please ask people to leave your room.
everybody has to donate.
Guys, you gotta leave. I can't play my Halo game.
But no, if it made directed ads at you because of that, that'd be kind of weird.
I don't think I would like that.
As long as it doesn't have a voice. Like, hey, how about some food?
It's like a really like crazy speak and spell.
I think you would enjoy some Doritos.
And your Mountain Dew.
It's next level product placement.
You know what would go great with your Halo? Some Mountain Dew.
You just go through the options menu. Pirate, French, English, dubstep. There we go. Doritos. Be weird.
Or are you just spitting at your mic to represent dubstep?
Anyway,
I was just gonna say it's not dubstep. It's the Battlefield 4.
you're just listening to the Battlefield. Yeah, you're listening to the Battlefield trailer. And it's like we learned that you like dubstep, playing dubstep over all of your games. It's like, oh, no.
3 in the morning playing dubstep. Be wicked.
Yeah.
I'd take 10 of those copies.
Or yeah, like T-Fan says, kind of jokingly, but or maybe serious. If ever it realizes that maybe you're like more of an overweight person, if it like you're playing Netflix or you're watching Hulu or
Start
HBO
running,
Go,
fatty.
and it does put more food, like just more food ads directed towards you, that kind of shit would be really fucked up. But hey, man,
I wouldn't put it past them.
you know what? If I could flick a switch to be like, yeah, sure, I'll let you do that to me, but take away my gold subscription cost, or like something stupid like that, like make a trade for it. Like, do you guys know the Kindle? You
Yeah.
could opt for a $100 cheaper one if it plays ads whenever you close your book.
Yeah.
Really?
That'd be fucking sweet. The thing is, I have like a
isn't
full,
it like a 100?
or it's like a $99 one instead of like $200 or something.
Is
like
that the 3G version?
It's like,
Yeah, it's a 3G one
It's
as
like
well.
the best version of a Kindle, not the like bigger screen one, but like the best normal
so-
version of
so-
a Kindle for $100.
So it's the
but
3G
it plays
one.
ads.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
But the funny thing is, like, everybody has like that closed book at like case for it anyway, so you're not going to see the ad.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
How do I get this Kindle?
It's
You
only
just
in the
order-
US.
Well, you can just order from Amazon. Though,
Yeah.
But like, for U.S. listeners.
Too bad I prefer Kobo.
Anyway,
Read a.
any other
book.
questions in the chat?
Fuck you. I read a lot of books.
I think that's it.
No, I'm not
That's it.
saying. I'm not telling you to read an actual book. I'm saying
I thought you were
would
being
just read an actual
thought
book.
you were being facetious and being like, "Fuck you, read a book."
No.
Oh.
But anyways,
You read more books than everyone here combined. I'm willing to bet.
T-Fan, what is
Yeah.
your question? Meanwhile, we will.
I read
All right.
one occasionally.
You guys write your questions. Meanwhile, we're gonna fade out here.
Fade out.
So to everyone who's been listening on the iTunes version, don't forget to comment on the review it and comment it. I guess you guys were saying you could do as well. If you're watching it on YouTube, check out our other videos. Actually, if you're on iTunes, check out our videos. Dan and I are gonna be doing some Valkyria Chronicles. FTL may be just kind of on the side burner thingy because we don't have time for getting all three of us here for that. We have podcasts, and that's tough enough. Devin and I might start something, and then I'm going to continue on System Shock.
As well as
is up in the air
Kumar
for
and
stuff.
I are going to
Possibly
continue
start.
our hotline, Miami.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll
Hotline.
finish that.
So we'll have a better video describing that at some point, so you don't have to watch this whole podcast just to hear that. But anyways,
We need to figure out my
what do we got? The
schedule.
questions we have. What's your favorite TV show from Skindam? Wow. Currently, that would maybe be Mad Men.
I go
Like,
through
we talking like just the number one best all time that you have the best nostalgia
Castle.
for?
I would say currently.
Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, that's real good too.
Yeah. I liked how self-aware it became those final seasons.
Where it was like
A season.
where it was trying to get like they found out they were canceled.
Yeah.
And they just made all the jokes about canceling the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Actually, Arrested
You know,
Development
they're
was
stuck
really
in Arrested Development. Hey, that's the name of the show.
good. Yeah. But yeah.
I'm going to watch them all again later.
I really like Mad Men currently. It's just it feels like something that's so weird and like nothing happens, but it's
I
made in such a fucking
tried to get
perfect
into
way.
that. I don't know.
You have to get like past the initial hump.
If anyone knows
It's like
of a
Eve.
Yeah.
heavily edited together all the next time on Mad Men's just master video, I want to watch it. Just send that,
you
send
would have
that my way.
liked you would have liked the last week's episode because it was like a whole hour-long episode of Next Time on Mad Men. Nothing made sense. It was just incohesive and just like random, like spectacular, like just weird shit like that. Just going through it was like, it's good. It was good. Anyways, yes. T-Fan asks, why don't you play Neverwinter with you? I'm slowly playing that when I can on weekends, and it's really weird and random whenever I can because of work and random shit during the weeks. We got a lot of like recording time. I want to start casting more Last Light. There's so much. I'll when I play Neverwinter, T-Fan, I will let you know. I will let you know. I'll let you know. Anyways, yeah, to everyone who's been watching, thanks for watching / listening. You guys have been
Delicio.
Thank you for watching / glistening. Apparently,
Oh.
you've all been fantastic. We'll see you guys next time. Check out other stuff.
Please. Thank
Please.
you.
I've been
And check out my blog. Don't forget about that.
Check out UnityGaming.com.
UnityGaming.com.
I'm trying to actually get some use out of that domain as opposed to just, hey, we put it on
As opposed
podcast.
to
We did
just
renew
hanging
it.
out.
We did renew it.
We
so.
did renew it, so I should probably do that. Hey, Kumar, do you want
Technically,
to write a blog too?
We don't pay for it
Sure,
anymore.
I suppose.
Do you want to? I'll make you an admin on it. You
Renewed
can
the
do it.
domain. We didn't renew
Okay.
You can do a daily thing.
It's like
It can be financial crap if you want to.
Whoa.
It's just a bunch of crazy shit.
A whole bunch of insider training.
thrown into the Unity gaming.
Oh, Skype.
Sorry, one last question
Hello?
that apparently he was trying to ask. Del2me says, "What's your opinion on how Capcom have developed the Resident Evil series?" I kind of like the
like a bunch of friggin' schoolgirls is how they've developed it.
Whoa!
Hold on.
I think we
That's
should
how I-
start
that's
next
how I
week's
feel.
podcast.
Hold on, Kumar. I think
No,
he means
cliffhanger.
school boys because of all the like ass and like fucking hip showing stuff they put in Revelations. But I like the action take on it, but I would very much enjoy some more original Resident Evil now that I've
I
gone back
wanted
to
to
it.
leave Kumar's statement as a cliffhanger.
Let me
and
leave
now
it at
you've
this. Let me
fleshed
leave it
out.
at this. Resident Evil 4 came out on my birthday back in the day. What year was that, Dan? I know you'll have the answer to this.
What
Wait,
year
are
was
you,
Resident
like,
Evil
10?
4?
No.
That was like
What?
that was 05, wasn't it?
Yeah, so whenever
Maybe
it was, I know that
06? Maybe it was
I want to say it either came out on my birthday or shortly after. I think it was January 14th. Rings a bell for me. So that was by far my most enjoyable Resident Evil experience. I poured hours and hours into that game. I speed ran that game on professional without using any of my previous equipment in like 4 hours or something because I knew it so well.
January
that
11th,
was
2005.
so my birthday's on the 12th. So I actually got that game for my birthday that year.
Nice.
So that game was the pinnacle of Resident Evil history, and since then it's just gone downhill in just about every possible way.
Can I explain what platforms this is for?
Sure.
It is Resident Evil 4 is available for the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, Windows, Wii, Mobile, iPhone, the Zebu, the iPad, the
What the hell
Xbox
is the Zebu?
360, and the PS3.
Please tell me what the Zebu is. I have
Okay,
to know.
everybody, you're joining us on this. Zebu is a gaming console. It's from Zebu Inc. It's a fictional character. See a list to kill a Mockingbird characters.
What
for
the fuck are you reading that for? That's nothing to do.
Oh, for the iCarly characters, see iCarly. Zebu is the Zebu is a 3G enabled education system from Zebu.inc. It enables users to play video games and connect to the internet, communicate online, and run educational applications. The Zebu is targeted at developing markets such as Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Mexico. Zebu Inc. says that the Zebu brings fun entertainment of interactive entertainment and education to those who, until now, had little access to such technology. So education and killing zombies on the Zebu. Looks like a router.
Sounds so rad.
Anyways.
I've got an original GameCube version of that sitting around.
Same. Do you have a Zebu version? Because I bet
No.
that sells for millions.
There were 4 copies.
Yeah,
made for the
ever made.
Zebu.
Yeah.
All right, so to everyone who's been listening and watching, take care, everybody. Devin Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Sompy.
And I'm Kumar. Take care, guys. All the best.